Yes, Morgs, what you saying, bro? You saying, brother? We send the announcements in real quick. Want to be careful with this TikTok as well, bro, because I did get banned on there yesterday. On chat. What we saying, boys? Let me know what we're looking at, man. Let me know what we're looking at, boys. I low-key want to get rid of this because it's kind of in the way. Yeah, man, let me know what we're looking at, boys. Let me know what we're looking at. I'm looking at, obviously, this fair value gap here for sells. I've also changed the music. I actually put it on myself this morning. Morning, Morgs, bro, what you saying? Wick, what you saying? Scuba, what you saying? Let me know what pairs we're looking at. What you saying, Wicker? What you saying, Scotty? Scuba, Scarf, what I said. So what you saying, Scotty? What you saying, Mehmet? Good morning, David. Everyone double tap the live. Everyone drop a live. I'm tempted at gold long from the 5-minute FVG, but I also barely trade gold during London session because I feel new. Yeah, I agree, Scuba. That's another thing for me. I do agree. Gold is better during the New York session. That's why I'm mainly just looking at EUG right now. Still really want the same biases we've had. I mean, I do want us to trade down into this value area. We haven't really properly tested this value area yet, so I do think so we should really trade down into this low. In terms of the internal external as well, we're seeing the same thing. In terms of the internal external, it's the same thing. Coming off of that internal order block right here. To come into that external low. So everything's really telling us, dude, what's happening? Why is it consolidating on GU so bad? We'll have a look at GU. GU for me is not as nice as EU. EU's actually looking not too bad. Another thing that I'm seeing as well is a rejection from the prior day value area, mitigated from the prior day. So for example, for this short there, we had liquidity taken from the prior day. From this short here, going lower, we are searching for lower prices. So you can see we did have like actual price remaining there, but as I said, you can see we've got the value area low here, price sold through it, retested, and then sold again, breaking the low. So if we sold off and then we didn't really like continue that and was consolidating, I could potentially see a buyback in. But by the fact we've sold off, retested a fair value gap like that, but we just didn't have that. So we're taking what we can get really. But yeah, I do think EU does look nice. I do think there could potentially be a trade in this session as well. So let's wait and see for that. Anyone lagging badly? Am I lagging? Oh shit. Sound gone too. This is what I was trying to sort out, bro. For fuck's sake. Let me sort this. I don't know if you man are trolling, but sound gone now. Nah, the sound's not gone. Yo, 1 in the chat if I'm lagging and the sound's gone. 2 if I'm not. I'm listening to my stream on the side here and I ain't lagging. 1 if I'm lagging and muted. 2 if I'm not. Yeah, fair enough, Stu. Bro, you're lagging bad. I don't think for me. This is the thing when. Yeah, I am lagging. I am. Two sex chat. Why is that? Why am I lagging, bro? You're not lagging on YouTube now, but No more sound. What's your bias looking like? Yeah, I'm bearish, bro. Lagging, yeah, apparently I'm lagging on YouTube. She's annoying. I had this earlier. It's calm for me. Let me just test my thing real quick. I'm on like 30 megabytes per second on download. No, I'm on more than that. I'm on like 40. Oh no, no way we're just going to sell off from this area. Let's look at GU as well. Refreshing is sorted the sound, but still lag. Let me show you this. That's calm, isn't it, chat? 32% upload speed should be calm. I think we're just going to have to firm through it. It should stop in a minute. My Wi-Fi is all sweet. Looks like GU's having a similar sort of thing. It's just GU on the daily is not as clear, but by the looks of it, we are going to come into that candles low. Bearing in mind we have got CRT on all these. Chat, did that EU analysis work or did that lag out? It's calm for me. I'm in EU sales from this morning. Do you think we'll reach 6672? I think we're going to reach the external low. I'm not a massive fan of the liquidity at the top of Asia highs on EU. Will that make more? I see. No news to 130. What will be your EU targets if we get the inverse? I'm not really looking. I'll be real. I'm not really looking to get that, bro. If we do get the inverse fair value gap and we close above that, trade back into this range. Again, there's not really much that we can say to mitigate. There's not really much here during this New York session from yesterday to mitigate higher. You can see there's no fair value gaps. There's nothing like that. We was just really consolidating. We had that news and we're just chopping, which tells me that price is obviously willing to trade within this area, which is why the retest and the sell-off was the main thing for me. In terms of if we take the Asia high, potentially this little fair value gap here, but really I'm just not looking for it to inverse because that will CRT as well. So if you see here, this big candle here on Monday is this pretty much the same thing. We're also seeing SMT on quite a higher time frame. You can see GU's obviously making what's made the high above December really come. Am I still lagging? Yeah, people are saying I'm still lagging, bro. Much better on YouTube going back over there. Fair play, Nick. Why not trade indices? I do like indices, bro, but just not as good during the London session. Yeah, I'm still lagging. Okay. I don't know how to. I'm not going to be able to just. I'm just going to have to firm it, boys. I'll be honest. I'm just going to have to firm it. Just going to have to firm it, boys. Not lagging for me, bro. Yeah, I've got a Wi-Fi booster and everything. I was lagging before stream, so I reset my Wi-Fi. But other than that, I don't really know what else I can do, bro. I'll be real. Could be the computer running too much stuff at the same time. Yeah, but it's a fucking PC. Like, I've never had that problem before. You know what I mean? Let me Yeah, I've barely got anything open. I've literally got Discord, YouTube, Streamlabs, TradingView. Yeah, chat, just tell me if I'm lagging bad. Just tell me, but we are just gonna have to firm it. I'm live on TikTok as well, boys. So you may as well join up on the TikTok as well while you're waiting for the YouTube to unlag. But yeah, this is essentially my level that I'm looking at. I'm looking at sells from this fair value gap down to this area here. So my trade's gonna be looking a little bit like this. TP is quite tight. It's only a 10 pip TP. So we're going to have quite a tight stop loss. 4 pip stops alright though. 4 pip stops alright. That'll be what I'm really looking at. That'll be what I'm looking at. All good now. Do you think EU can sweep those highs above that, or is that unreasonable? It definitely could, bro, but I'm just seeing rejection from this level. You can see we rejected it once here to sell off. This is a significant area as well because it's the value area from the prior day. So what that means is, for those of you that don't know, these lines here you see from the prior day is the value area high, the value area low, and the point of control. So the value area is where 70% of volume was spent. So essentially price is going to want to remain in these high volume areas, which is why you can see price was kind of consolidating in that area. We didn't really mind trading within the area, within the value area. You can see when we leave the value area, we tend to snap straight back in. You can see left it there, snap back in, left it there, snap back in, left it there, snap back in. But you can see late after the New York session, we had a sell-off, which brought us outside of that. We retested, sold off again. Now I'm looking for, what is the Asia session going to want to do? Is it going to move straight back in and want to find balance again here and trade where it has been trading, where market sees fair value? Or are we going to get a rejection and confirm to me that we're actually seeking balance lower? And obviously the balance volume, this area up here and this area down here on the 4 hour. We recently rejected this area on the 4 hour. Prior value area, so really we're looking to move down and start trading within this, at least try and trade within this. And you can see that if I pull up a different EU, we've got a different EU. This is why, obviously, if you look, so if you look, we've got a higher volume area here, so higher volume on the curve, higher volume on the curve here, and then low here. Low here. So really what we're looking at is an area here and an area here that price is going to be attracted to. Obviously these normally happen at points of consolidation. Therefore I'm looking at this area and I'm looking at this area. So that's what I want price to really trade into, is this area and obviously after leaving this area. And what's nice is where we have this low volume area here, we know that price doesn't really want to remain there for long. You can see outside of this, so for example in this area, we chop up and down, right? You can see we're willing to trade within this high volume area. Institutions are willing to participate at that area. Same as down here, we're willing to participate within this area, so we stay there for a long period of time. Here there's no volume, so if you look, whenever we come near this area, there's going to be very erratic price action. We're not going to get consolidation. You can see, right? We have a fair value gap straight through. We retest it, instant rejection, instant rejection. Here again, we come back through it, but you can see it's not slow price action like this. We're getting fair value gaps through, fair value gaps through. Then when we come back up over it, again, fair value gaps through it, fair value gaps through it. And then even today and yesterday, and really the day before, we're just getting kind of trending down. Yesterday consolidated a bit more, but yeah, we're kind of trending down. Retail trader with a laughing face. You should probably look up what a retail trader actually is before you start large institution and trades using their own money or their own capital. So, okay, a guy actually replied in a decent way. But yeah, so if anyone slates you for being a retail trader, it just means you're not employed. That's all it really means. So there's no point using it as an insult or anything, chat. Yeah, let me know if the leg's over. All good now. Alright, sweet. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Just get this stream back up there. But yeah, so that's what I'm basically seeing. That's what I'm basically seeing on EU. And that's why I want us to continue down and have sales lower. No, I trade state auction participation, balance, imbalance. It's similar to, like, I'm using aspects of that as well, bro. But like, you're still a retail trader. Unless you're trading for an institution. That's what makes someone not a retail trader. We've had, like, there's been retail traders that have made... Who's that guy, the Hound of Hounslow? He literally invented his own trading bot that was better than every single institution's bot. He's still a retail trader because he's trading his own money for himself. That's the definition of a retail trader. Even though, like, he trades the most institutional way you can possibly think of, he's still retail. Like, it's just it's a word that means not what people think. Well, most people know anyway, innit? But yeah, let me know what pairs you man are looking at. Yeah, I missed some comments earlier, boys. So on the YouTube, everyone let me know. TikTok as well. I trade pressure and identify inefficiencies. Yeah, fair play. I suppose you use the footprint chart. What charts do you use? I'm assuming you don't use TradingView for that then. What was I using for that? I think it was called like Terra Markets or something like that. Or I can't remember. Or something like that. What pair? We're mainly looking at EU, bro. But any other pairs you man are looking at, let me know. Any other pairs you're looking at, let me know. But yeah, this is generally what I'm looking at right now. Renko footprint. Oh, so you're still using TradingView. There are, for the way you're trading, bro, there are better platforms other than TradingView. I can't remember the name of it. I've got one on my computer which is better. But it's kind of old and it's kind of old-fashioned. But there's another new one. I can't remember who it was, but it's basically the winner of the Trading World Cup. He made his own like footprint. He made his own like TradingView equivalent, and he trades like by the sounds of it the same as you. Yo, bro, you're gonna drop more vids on economics like price elasticity in the 2025 mentorship. Found it mad interesting. Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure. For sure, we'll drop that. I was thinking of doing a video on gold and oil and why gold and oil are different. This is obviously a trade we had in the signals. That gold short is running really nicely. I use trader to create my own systems. Had 23-hour trend hold last week. Lovely, bro. How much did you put into this? So you haven't actually got to put in a lot of money, bro. Like, the way most people trade is they trade via a brokerage account, so their personal account. We go for prop firm funding. So you haven't actually got to trade your own money. And that's what really changed it for me. I remember when I was working a job and I was like, bro, how, like, I was doing the maths. I was thinking, right, so a good trader makes 5% a month. I've got $1,000 or $2,000 to invest. How am I ever going to make money? Like, 5% is £50, and that's on a good month. How am I ever going to make this work? Till I found out about prop firms, which is where you can pay, for example, £500. You take a prop firm challenge, and if you pass that challenge, then they'll give you a $100,000 account to trade with. And then they cover the losses, and you get 80% of the profit. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, yes, this is it. Obviously, started buying prop firm challenges, failing them left, right, and centre, wasting money. And then, obviously, for a bit of graft, ended up refining my strategy. And yeah, for the last 3 years, just been rinsing that, bro. So I barely even trade my own money. I don't like props. Fair enough. Some people don't. I feel like even if you don't like them, you should utilise them, though. Like, I understand why people would want to trade real accounts, though. I do hear it. Can you get bookmap charts on for it? Yeah, you can. I think it's even it's here. Look, where is it? Volume footprint. There you go. You get volume footprint on TradingView. Yeah. Right, we're coming up to that level now. Who's looking to jump in EU and GU? I mean, GU's again not as nice. GU hasn't been for the last few days. Let's have a look over DXY and just see what's going on. Again, for this EU trade to do well, we just want the DXY to be bullish. That's all we need. So again, since mid-December, what 23rd of December, we've been bullish. Right, you can see. So we are very much going with the trend. We're going with the momentum. The only issue is we are very high up in price, so we're kind of selling at a little bit, or buying at a little bit of a premium, essentially. But you're buying EU. Nah, bro, I'm not buying EU. I'm looking to sell EU, personally. Look at the current volume for the day as well. Let's try and see if we can identify anything significant. So we've got the high volume areas, the low volume areas. Obviously, you've got majority of the volumes here. We've got high volume node there, high volume node there, and then low volume node there. So that would be a point I'm going to highlight as potentially going to be significant. This is where price could potentially reject from pretty quickly. Also got kind of a low volume area here, but not massively, so I'm not going to mark that one out. But I mean, we do kind of have a low volume area there, if you see. The real tug's already in sells. Fair play. I mean, that's the thing though, bro. At least you've got the same analysis. At least we've got the same bias. That's what we want to see, even though we trade a little bit differently. Futures prop changed my life at about 90k in the last 8 months now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ryan. Like, someone on the YouTube live just said he's done 90k profit in the last 8 months. And that's not using any of his own money. He's using prop firms, which is exactly what I do. Yeah, you're good stuff. I normally troll TikTok guys. You're Gara. Appreciate that, Mr. Positive. Are you the same Mr. Positive? Because I've had a few Mr. Positives come on. But yeah, boys. As I said, we do everything live anyway. Like, you man will know, I've come live every day. You would have seen me entering this yesterday. See me get, well, maybe not that one because that was before I was on live. But I showed you, man, the Discord evidence and that. This one you would have seen live, and then this one you would have seen live as well. And as I said, chat, if I take a loss, you'll see that live as well. So it's one of them. We don't really... Do you know what I mean? Yeah, bro, I joined one time, trolled them, realised we trade the same and went silent. Fair play. Fair play. Right, we tapped into that now. Momentum's quite heavy on that 1 minute. Let's check the DXY, where the DXY could be heading. It's the only thing I don't really like on the DXY is the fact we went for that extra sweep there. The fact we went for that last little sweep. It's something I kind of don't like, but... Actually send this into the Discord. Yeah, chat, if you're looking at any other pairs, let me know. Someone said GJ. Let me know what you're looking at on GJ as well, bro. Let me know what you're looking at on GJ. 2-6, chat. Just dropping this in the Discord. How long you been a trader? Full time, about 3 years, bro. I sold to you yesterday, but yeah, very choppy until the New York. Yeah, I sold to you yesterday as well, bro. It was very, very choppy. I closed before news though. I closed at about just what I think I closed at 1, 5 to 1, something like that. We had news at 1:15. So, how much you up from last year? I'd actually have to work it out, bro, because what I've been doing last year, which was different from how I was trading previously, is I haven't just been copy trading all my accounts and placing the same amount of risk. I've been diversifying it. So I'll have a 50k account where I'll place higher risk. I'll have a 200k account where I'll place lower risk. So like I'll for example catch a 2R trade and make more money than something that I made like a 6R trade because they're on 2 different accounts using different risks. So we'll have to work it out. What's your TP at, bro? It's 10 pips, bro. But yeah, GJ buys, people are saying. Opinions on gold? Yeah, I'll get on gold. Yeah, that's it. Sachin. Let's have a look at JPYs. So again, the yen basket keeps getting strong, keeps remaining strong. Yeah, JPY is a bit of a weird one. Again, it's the most bearish pair about, so you only really want to be looking at sells. But then if we look at how we've actually been moving recently, obviously this week's been very bullish. We've had 3 very bullish candles on Monday, Wednesday, and now today as well. Tuesday being a little bit of an indecision candle. So, yeah, it's a bit of an awkward one. It is a bit of an awkward one. Let's have a look at GJ to see what we can potentially see. If we go down. Yeah, GJ buyers do look decent. Especially this as well. We've snapped out of this value area here. We've snapped out of this value area low. And as you can see, what we do prior as when we leave this value area. So we leave it back into the point of control. Leave it, point of control, back into the point of control, back into the point of control, point of control. Literally always trading back into that point of control because that's where the market sees its fair value. It's almost like a comfort zone where the market knows we can transact there. Need a nice clean rejection there. Yeah, trust me, bro. So yeah, I would potentially be looking at buyers. We do have a nice 30-minute fair value gap we can look to be inverted. So that is what I'll be looking at. If we get a nice close on that, I'll potentially be looking at longs. Do want to be careful though, because you can see the momentum right now is obviously with the bears. So that's why we want to see some decent, like significant confirmation there. The value area has consistently been shifting lower as well, which does normally tell us that we are bearish. Did you ever go through a phase of trying to make your stop loss as small as possible and big lots as big? Yeah, bro, but if that comes a lot from Instagram as well. You see a lot of these kids on Instagram. It's always the one that posts these, and on TikTok, they post like the slideshows and they've got like their car and they use all the filters like a woman does. Like it's cringe, yeah, but these lot do everything for Instagram and stuff. So they'll put on a trade, they'll have a 2-pip stop loss and it'll be like a 30 to 1. And they'll put that within their slideshow, which makes you think, oh, I've got to do that if I want a car as well. But it's just not the case, bro. It's not the case. You're not going to catch 20 to 1s. And if you do catch 20 to 1s, it's just the law of averages. Like, you're most likely going to get cooked. Let's go down onto the 1 minute, see if there's actually going to be any opportunity to get in on the lower time frame. What is the trade you're in? Pair. Wow, man spent pair, P-E-A-R. We're not in this one yet, bro. I mean, I'm looking to get on the lower time frame, but it looks like this level's just going to get absolutely cooked. We'll wait and see. It does look like this level's cooked initially. If we see nice rejection from here, then I'll potentially jump in. But yeah, right now, this level's low-key getting bodied, so it is what it is. Just waiting to see, boys. Waiting to see. How do you draw volume like that on a chart? It's just this tool here, bro. Where your long and short position is. So, and then you just click on fixed range volume profile, and you just draw it from like the start to here, for example. Yeah, I'm BE right now. Fair play, Mr. Positive. Yeah, I think you got in a lot earlier anyway. You and EU shorts. Now I'm waiting for confirmations, really, bro. I mean, something that's not the nicest. I mean, we are in the premium, to be fair. Just wait and see if we do get the confirmations. If this 1 minute closes, then we are going to have this 1 minute fair value gap here, which would be nice if we just drag this over so we can see it a bit more. But you can see, yeah, this 1 minute fair value gap. So would you say you're a professional in trading? Don't know, it's a bit of a cringe thing to say, but I mean, I've been full-time trading for like 3 years, so I mean, I suppose so. Come on, inverse that. Come on, bro. I've drawn a Glock on my chart, don't worry. Come on, boys. Got a Glock on the chart. Remember, chat, if you do want to get funded, Alpha Capital Group, the best place to get your funded accounts. Let me put this on my screen. Why is that not? Yeah, chat, if you're looking to get funded, use my code Richesse at Alpha Capital Group. You get yourself a nice discount, man. We've tapped into this fair value gap now. Let's see if we get rejections. Grind dreads back. Yeah, I'm grinding dreads out. I'm grinding dreads out. Let's see if we get that close. See if we get that close below. You had dreads, yeah. I got a thingy on it. I got a TikTok on it. My old dreads. Code dreads on ACG. Nah, code Richesse on ACG, boys. Code Richesse on Alpha Capital Group, boys. Make sure you get your account. If you get an account with ACG, send me a screenshot, boys. I'll get you in the mentorship or the signals for free for a certain period of time. But yeah, boys, if you want to get a prop firm, you want to lock in for 2025, now is the best chance by far. Sorry, 2026. Get an account, get moving. Come on, close. Yeah, man. Hopefully we do get this candle closed. Looking for longs on the EU now, to be honest. I'm not really looking for longs. Just waiting for us to close below this, hopefully. Waiting to see if we get that close below. We have rejected off of this low volume node, so hopefully we can close below. 1 hour break, lovely daily areas to target shorts. Yeah, shorts will be nice. We've just got to wait for this. Hopefully we can invert it. If not, it is what it is, chat. We'll hold that. My bias is bearish, bro, Anthony. Sorry, Awab. Do you take trades outside 10? Do you take trades outside of the kill zone, like after 10? Sometimes, bro. Sometimes. Asia highs equal highs. As a rule, though, especially if you're learning the strategy, learning how to trade London session, you do want to keep it definitely till 10. Definitely want to keep it till 10. It's building liquidity. Could say take out slightly further up. Yeah, this is EU, bro. Yeah, potentially could take out slightly higher. See, we're getting movement off of this fair value gap now. Potentially going to continue higher. Let's just wait and see, boys. There's a nice supply zone / imbalance higher. Yeah, we got that 1 minute supply. I don't know. We may push up to there. I do think this is the most reasonable area. I mean, we've run through this fair value gap now. We've run through this fair value gap. Hopefully we don't get a close above. But yeah, there is potentially areas above. We'll wait and see though, man. As I said, we need that close below and then we're good. That's all we're really waiting for. The higher time frame's only going to tell us so much at this point. Long time, bro. What you saying? What you saying, Sammy? Uh, 5 minute SMT, EU, GU. Yeah, GU's had... Let's get the low move higher. Yeah, so GU did take out that low there. we do close below, I'd probably just enter straight away on the retap. But it's looking unlikely right now. What's the... Yeah, it looks like the DXY is just dropping right now. Just a bit of an L. DXY's got this fair value gap a bit lower. So we may even want to tap into this and then start moving. We'll see. As I said, the only thing that's not nice about this setup is the fact DXY had this accumulation and then went for that last little sweep. If we didn't sweep before coming down, then it would be a lot nicer. But you see that sweep's not nice. It's in the supply right now. Yeah, this level's not really going how we'd want. Let's get rid of this and see what we could potentially be tapping into. I mean, yeah, we do have this order block that's been tapped into now. But to be fair, our level that we really wanted to see a reaction from, that fair value gap earlier, that 30-minute, was just given no reaction. So it tells us our bias is most probably wrong, or was wrong for this. Got cooked on Euro JPY this morning. Yeah, JPYs have been fucking difficult to trade, man. Very difficult to trade. You also want the usual. So if I use your code for ACG, I'll potentially get access to the signal group long enough to pass the eval. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. So just use that code and send me a screenshot once you've used it, boys. Never say never, boys. Trust me, bro. GU long. Shorts from FEG above Asia high. I mean, maybe... What's EG saying, actually? Yeah, you can see the euro is just getting a lot stronger. GU, let's have a look at GU, because GU looks to be a little bit nicer right now. GU, we can see, is remaining bearish. Whereas EU is not really doing what we'd want. Again, we're still in the level, but we want to see price close below this fair value gap, really. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see, chat. Markets have been pretty shit. To be fair, aren't you up decently, though? You're up decently, aren't you, Josh? But yeah, chat. Code Richesse. Everyone go use that. Everyone go use code Richesse. If you're trying to get a prop firm account, code Richesse, man. Use that. Send me a screenshot when you do. As I said, I'll get you in the signals and mentorship for free for a certain period of time. I'm in CHF JPY shorts. Fair play. I just don't really like JPY because we're very, very bullish. And we keep on having these really bullish Asia sessions. You can see this. You see this Asia session in London Open, really bullish. This didn't really do anything. And then a really bullish Asia session here. Moved like 40 points. And then again here, we had a really bullish Asia session, about 58 points. So that's one of them. It's moving really, really bullishly, but on a higher time frame wise, we are so bearish, which is what makes JPY hard to trade. You can see we're blatantly so bearish, but... let's get this out of the way real quick. Wherever it was, where was it? Let's get this out of the way real quick. You should start rate my setup. To be fair, how long? Yeah, that's not a bad idea, but we do that anyway, bro. We got a chart check on the Discord. It doesn't look like we're gonna get an entry right now. Doesn't look like we're going to get an entry. Yeah, that level's been absolutely smacked in the face. Absolutely smacked. I don't really see many reasons. I mean, we have got this supply zone, but I suppose the 2 hour looks kind of decent. The 4 hour maybe. But yeah, man, my bias would still definitely be sells. My bias would still be sells. Not going to lie. Just got to wait for the perfect area. That area earlier was obviously just way too discounted. We've got to wait for it to come higher. So we're just waiting right now. GU, we can see. GU's not really moved that much. DXY is just moving down, though. That's our issue, is DXY. DXY has filled this now. So we filled this fair value. So there might actually be way more chance to move on EU. I'm not going to force it. If it's not there, it's not there. We want to be careful. We don't want to just keep on marking out levels and they get cooked. Still want to be sensible with it, but... Wait till a break at these levels here. It's broken my level. I'm going on undisputed. Fair play, Mr. Positive. It's bearish. Yeah, I agree. It is bearish. Do you trade Fridays? Not really, bro. Not really. If the market's moving unreal, then I will have a trade. But more than likely, I won't trade Fridays. We don't want to start chasing it as well. We don't want to start chasing it. Yeah, I'm trying to see basically what in the prior day could we be trying to target. Maybe this order block here, but it's not really much. There's not really much in the prior day. Maybe this order block here. Don't trade, bro. We're going to break and retest that area. That's what I'm saying. We're just waiting, man. We've just got to be patient on these. Just got to be patient. As retested that value area low of yesterday. Just got to be patient. Waiting for E's to come up, come into the 4-hour order block, which is above age or higher for confirmations for shorts. What? So this order block here. Yeah, fair play. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are potentially waiting for this area to be here. I don't really see us to have much need to mitigate anything else in here. I don't see that much need for that to happen. So I would prefer a move now. If we did end up moving higher than this and coming into this area, I probably would just forget the idea of shorts and just accept that our bias was wrong. I mean, our bias has been right so far 3 out of 4 times. So Monday was right, Tuesday and Wednesday. So if we're wrong today, it is what it is. We don't want to like chase it and just keep on taking losses. You know what I mean? Should I be doing 1-step, 2-step, or 3-step on ACG if it's my first eval? I'd say 2-step, bro. Get a 2-step. Get a 2-step evaluation is going to be your best bet, in my opinion. 2-step's going to be the best, in my opinion. GBP CAD shorts, what do you reckon? What's making you go short on GBP CAD, bro? I'm done for the week. Just going to accept drawdown NFP tomorrow. Yeah, bro. That's what I mean. It's not like trading's not built over the day. It's built over the week, the month, the quarter. Still could definitely be a trader. I'm not going to lie. But as I said, we just want to not just jump in at any random level. We want to actually wait for something to happen. We want to wait for something to happen. Obviously, I mean, it depends how you trade as well. If you normally aim for like 10 or 20 to 1s, then you can just jump in now. But what's the max daily loss? 4%, I'm pretty sure, bro. I don't know how people come close to the daily loss. Like, be real, it's mad. Want to see a break of this low. AUD/USD is a buy, right? Let's have a look, bro. Let's have a look at GBP CAD, and then we'll have a look at AUD/USD. Let me know any other pairs you men are looking at as well. So what you say you're looking at? You're looking at GB. Oh, what do you reckon on GBP CAD? Again, bro, I'd really just be looking at sells. I'd just be looking at sells. You can see by the way we've opened in the morning, clearly bearish. We're clearly mitigating bearish points. So you can see the London session started 750, just had that complete sell-off. Price then had a nice retracement back into that order block and then sold off again. So we really want that to just continue. We can see we just tapped into this 5-minute fair value gap as well. So we'll just be looking for this leg to complete and us to take that low. Obviously, as I said, we just tapped into that 5-minute fair value gap. So yeah, I'll be looking to get in with my TP on here. Stop loss probably above this high. And then AUD USD is the other one. Are you going to cook now? Let's just give me 2 secs and I'll go back on there. What the fuck's this? Let me get rid of all this shit. In this monthly order block on AUD USD, you can see we've had a monthly distribution. When was that? At the end of 2024. Pretty much the whole year has just been just like a recovery, really. Literally, is that 2024? Yeah. Whole year just really had a recovery. We just tapped into it. That order block there. We've got this CRT high, so I'm straight away. I'm thinking about sells. You can see we've had the sweep of that high. And we've got this low here. There's just not many entries, bro. There's not many entries. I would think about getting in. If we trade a bit higher, if we can trade a bit higher and come into this, then I'd think about getting in sells. But until then, I don't think it's worth it, boys. Okay, we can see the DXY has filled that really nicely, to be fair. Back into this fair value gap. You can see that's what we was waiting for in the end, was the DXY. We're still going to wait for the close. Long EU to yesterday's New York session volume order block. Yeah, what are you saying, user? What do you think about TJR? In what sense, bro? As a trader, as a person? He's obviously funny, isn't it? That's for sure. He's a funny bastard. Ooh. Just wait for that close below, man. Just wait for that close below. If I stop loss, 5 pips stop. And then it's still basically the same point, really, isn't it? What point's this on? 663, yeah. That is basically just a 2 to 1. Good thing about this fair value gap as well is we have, as you can see, actually let's do this. See, I mean, yeah, you could live enter right now. You could live execute right now if you did want to get an EU. Because we have had that level broken now. Or you can set a limit on this high. So either live execute or put your limit on this order block. Up to you. Oh, sorry, on this fair value gap. Would you not want 8 weights for Asia High to be swept before shorting EU? Not really, bro. I just can't see anything higher for us to need to short. Can't see anything in this that we need to mitigate. I feel like if we do want to come above Asia High, there's just not going to be an entry for us this morning anyway. If we want to come above Asia High, then we're probably just going to remain in this area for a bit. If we manage to break above this, I wouldn't still really be trying to short that much. Because obviously I've said we've had rejection from this area. So if we go back into it, then that'll sort of get rid of our bias there. But yeah. Let me know if you man are getting in. What one you man getting in. I'm still a bit hesitant, to be honest. I'm still a bit hesitant. I might jump in. Might jump in. Only pip stop loss. Right, let me, because he's not greedy, we want at least 1 to 3 to be profitable. Wait, what's that? Right, you only yeah, that's it, bro. 'Cause we're targeting an area. We're not targeting it based off RR. We're targeting an actual decent area. Right, wait. Bear with me while I quickly put you man on pause for 10 seconds. Wait. Alright, let's see about this then. Do kind of like the look of this. What's this? 16, 16820. Alright, so we're in off this candle. Let's see how this one plays out. They gave me a way worse entry though. This is the entry they gave me, which is shite. Let's see, chat. See how this one plays out. See how this one plays out. Apex Zigging. Oh, Apex got signal. Yo, bro, what you saying? Hard to see you averaging 80 viewers now. Yeah, trust me, bro. Appreciate that, man. What are you targeting? I'm targeting this area here, bro. This area on the 4 hour. So essentially, we could be targeting this external low, but I'm more looking to target this value area after leaving this value area. I do think we need to trade into here as the first stop. We may then want to have a big rejection or something, but yeah, that's mainly what I'll be targeting. It's a bit of a risky one, chat. I'll be real. This is a risky trade, so like bear that in mind. Yeah, this is a risky trade. Sometimes you got to take them risks, though, boys. Triple top at Asia high. Apex Sig in there. Let's have a look at Apex. Wait, let me check I've done my stop loss right, because there's 2 levels on there. Should it be 20? Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, we're retesting on this fair value gap. We really do want a rejection. If you look at the DXY, it's a nice 30-minute close. If we can just have that close nicely like that and then continue to the upside, that's all we really need. Don't want anything too crazy. Yeah, I think Apex is in as well. It's going to induce the highs potentially, bro. Potentially could come up to the highs. We could potentially come up to Asia highs. That is definitely a possibility. We could trade that a little bit higher up to these Asia highs. But if we do, again, then our higher time frame bias was kind of, well, not higher time frame, our mid-time bias was wrong. So I'm not going to be, if we go above these Asia highs and stop us out, I won't be bothering trying to look for another entry here. I'll just accept that we was wrong on this one. Okay, on the 5 minute, it's easier, isn't it? Which pair is that? This is EU, bro. Yo, Lou, what you saying, Seth? What you saying, bro? 4 hour bullish CRT too. Yeah, I did see that. That is one thing. Are you getting in longs then, VGOC? I entered earlier at the 3 minute order block. Fair play, bro. Yeah, that's a much better entry to be fair. That order block up there we wanted to wait for that extra confirmation because we did have that other level that got cooked. We got news in what, 3 hours. Everyone drop a like on the stream though, boys. If you're watching on TikTok, everyone double tap the screen. YouTube, everyone drop a like. 1 pip away from entry. Any news on Forex Factory? Nah, no news, bro, till 1:30. Also, demand level. Where's your demand level, bro? It's GU saying as well. DXY. At least this gold's going well. Looking like it could be a monster, this gold. Especially how these 4 hours are opening. I mean, yesterday it was kind of consolidating, but obviously in Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, we had that big rejection. But yeah, you man, if you're looking to get your funded account sorted, remember ACG is the best place to get your fundeds. ACG is going to be the absolute best place to get your fundeds. Use code Richesse at checkout as well, man. Use code Richesse at checkout. It's going to get you a lovely discount. Send me a little screenshot of you using my code as well, and I'll get you in the mentorship or signals for free. So everyone go run that code up, boys. If you want to get your funded started off well for the new year out. We got an open. We got the half hour close. Let's see what that half hour close looks like on DXY. I mean, it's not the best close in the world. It's not the best close, but yeah, we'll see. Just need price to really run from here. Just continue higher, break this external high. We've had the manipulation of these highs, so we could potentially trade down into Asia low. But as I said, if that happens, then I'll just assume that I'm wrong. I won't be trying to jump in again after that. This is probably going to be my one trade for the day, so... Just trading after coming back into this 1 minute. Did you catch EU longs? Nah, bro, I didn't catch EU longs. Who caught the longs? Any news on Forex Factory or Pick? Nah, I don't think there's any news on Pick, sweet bro. You can have short on EU. Yeah, bro. Again, this is a bit of a risky one. This short is a bit of a risky one, I will admit, but it is what it is. As I said, we're up nicely for the week, so we are able to take these slightly more riskier trades. I mean, it's not mega risky, but it's still according to our bias. But yeah, it's just a confirmation being a 1 minute IFEG. It's not the best confirmation in the world, but that's how it plays. How's our JPYs doing as well? Moving bearish, moving bearish, moving bearish. Oh yeah, did GJ close above? Yeah, GJ closed above as well. GJ did manage to close above. Let me know if anyone's getting in, GJ. You've been well. Yeah, I've been all good, bro. On EU, I got high volume area above Friday 50, so I'm leaning towards the buys. Fair play, bro. Let's have a look at that. High volume area on Friday 50%. We mark out Friday 50%. Let's have a look. Yeah, we do have the point of control here. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't really be looking to re-enter if we come above my level, because I see this high volume areas we've left it. You can see we left it here, retested it, and then left again. So I'm just expecting that next sell-off. So if we do come above, this and enter back into it, then I'm not going to be looking at sell straight away. What are you trading? This is EU, bro. Well, this one is not looking good, Brev. It's not looking good. Let's get rid of this. It's 1 minute. GU looks like it's continuing higher. Yeah, the DXY looks like it's going lower, man. DXY looks like it's going to slam through lower. Yeah, the CU could be cooked. Could be cooked. Hopefully we're just retapping and we're going to run, but beginning of the long. Yeah, potentially, bro. Potentially. Please look for GU. What are you looking at on GU, bro? I'm assuming you're looking at, well, buyers at this point. I'm assuming. Yeah, we can see. Look at this DXY. It's clearly going to be coming lower now. Yeah, the CU is going to really struggle now. GU lagging behind EU. Yeah, what are you man looking at? You man looking at buyers on GU? Even GU, I'd still be hesitant to jump in buyers just based on EG. You can see really this morning the pound's been getting absolutely bodied by the euro. The euro's been, last 2 days really, has been really strong. The pound's been really quite weak, so I would even still be careful with buying GU. Just the DXY, man. If the DXY is moving like this, there's nothing really that the euro can do to save its ass. I'll be honest. Especially with how we're moving as well. We haven't really seen any reaction from this fair value gap at all. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Still going to hold it out. I'm not going to close it early or anything. Swing long EU, hella stacked. Fair play, bro. Let me know where your entry was for that swing. It's going to ALG. Even if it does, bro, it's nice to see that ALG is working. It just shows we're on the wrong side of the market. I've been cooked. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky, bro. Highs. Swing long you at the highs. Oh, you're getting in longs once the highs. Fair play, bro. What broker are you using for EU? I'm trading on Alpha Capital Group, bro. As I said, Alpha Capital Group's by far the best firm in the game, man. By far the best firm in the game. If you want to use my code, go to Alpha Capital Group, use my code Richesse. Get yourself a nice funded account. Gets you 15% off, which is like £100 off on a 100k account. Or like £200 off on a 200k account, something like that. So go Alpha Capital Group, use that code, then send me a screenshot once you've used it, boys. And I'll get you in the mentorship, I'll get you in the signals. Sugar raw position, nice for shorts. Jesus, chap, you're trading sugar now. I entered on 10 AM open after liquidity was taken at Asia low. Fair play, bro. 10 AM? Wait, what country are you from? Because 10 AM's literally like here. Yeah, look. I just do think at this point it does look like the DXY is moving lower. We've tried to push off this fair value gap and just failed. You can see we've actually filled a 15-minute fair value gap here. So yeah, it's going to be difficult to actually continue now for EU. Yeah, sugar raw. I don't even know if I should check that. Okay, he said trust. Okay, we'll trust you. Okay, I'm assuming this isn't the best broker. Is this an AMD setup? What do you mean by in what aspect, Barry? This EU, yeah, that was EU, bro. That was EU. Shorts again, yeah, bro. Yeah, what are you seeing on sugar? Can't even believe I'm looking at this fucking pair. Sugar. How do you even trade this? Assuming you don't trade it like by normal price action. But if you do trade it by normal price action, we've got this internal here. Internal order block there. We're in a bearish range, so I'll be looking for the low to get taken. Yeah, what are you looking at, bro? What are you looking at on this? Gonna need your advice, because I can't lie, I've never looked at sugar as an asset to trade. Haven't taken a trade a week, haven't seen much. Fair play, bro. I mean, I've actually seen quite a few trades. This one today is definitely not the nicest, but I was seeing shorts pretty much all week. We caught shorts on Monday, shorts on Tuesday, shorts yesterday on Wednesday. So again, we've gone for shorts again today. This one looks like it might be getting cooked, but yeah, we have seen decent shorts. Oh, in my opinion. Shorts on sugar, bro. Are you actually? Where do you trade this as well? Where do you trade sugar? Bro, you're down bad. If you're trading sugar, you are down bad. I don't even really want to analyze it properly because it just doesn't move like... Yeah, I was looking for short today. I feel you moved down, but would have come a bit higher now. But we've come a bit higher now. Yeah, bro, I hear that. I do hear that. Especially looking at the DXY. The DXY looks like it's probably moving to the Asia low. You can see it does look like it's not going to accept this fair value gap. It's just going to move lower. But yeah, let's go back to sugar. How does the position sizing even work on this? What, so you're short in sugar? I mean, fucking hell, it'll be a higher R. If we fill that fair value gap, then sell off, that is a fucking higher R. I'm assuming, yeah, I don't really know how these work, to be fair. I've literally never traded anything like this. Is it even moving? I can't tell if it's even moving. Sugar, you know, yeah, trust me. Oil is a shout. If you know, you know. Yeah, oil's valid, but sugar's just a different level. Like, sugar's just like, what? I'll buy some Haribos that'll ruin your shorts. Yeah, massive demand comes into the market. Huge demand. We need to be short in Red Bull as well. Yeah, try. If we're short in sugar, we might as well short it all. Short Red Bull. Short fucking what else we got? To be fair, Haribos. Yeah, facts. You got the average Joe short in gold, short in oil. We're short in sugar right now. Short on fucking sugar right now. I'm assuming sugar just works more off like support and resistance, right? So you got resistance there. I'm assuming that's how it works. And you got support there. I'm assuming it just works off support and resistance, right? Longs on Red Bull sugar free. Now that's an arbitrage opportunity there. You can trade sugar. Yeah, bro, you can trade loads of shit. Coca-Cola. Yeah, to be fair, longs on Red Bull sugar free. Yeah, to be fair, that's a little an arbitrage inversion. Wow, cannabis longs. I'm not even allowed to eat Haribos. Oh yeah, you're cooked then, bro. You ain't affecting no market. But oil got a massive short 2 days ago. Yeah, that was because of the old America. Can't really seem to keep their hands out of people's business, can they, the Americans? But okay, we actually sold off nicely from that area, to be fair. From that daily order block. That's just a supply and demand thing, in my opinion. Everyone double tap the screen, man. Everyone double tap the screen. What are you trading today? Well, currently, believe it or not, we're looking at sugar. But we're mainly trading EU. But this EU's kind of looking cooked right now anyway. So yeah, we're mainly looking at, yeah. As I said, man, the DXY is moving down like this. Looks like it's going to invert this 30-minute fair value gap. So this EU is probably going to get smoked. Hence why we're looking at sugar. What charts are you using for oil? It's called US oil, bro. US oil. And it's this one, WTI crude oil. You do get a lot of institutional oil traders. You never really get retail oil traders though. When I first started trading, I joined this signal group and I used to send out signals for soybeans, shorts and longs. Can't remember exactly what broker it was contract with, but yeah, it was mad. Yeah, bro, but literally, you'll be surprised. People trade anything. Soybeans, sugar, fucking anything, bro. Like, if it's an asset, if it grows, you can trade it. I'm sure you can trade, like, fruits and shit as well. You in EU, yeah, bro. It's not looking good, though. As I said, boys, use code Richesse to get all your prop firm needs. On the 4 hour, it doesn't look too bad, but as we said, man, it's this DXY. DXY is just flirting right now, but it does look like we're just going to move down to that Asia low. It's just kind of painful right now as well. Yeah, any other pairs you man are trading, let me know. Oh yeah, we had this EJ from yesterday. Obviously, I didn't take this one, but someone was looking at this trade. Let me know if you ended up taking that, if you're still in it as well. It's not looking good, bruv. Trust me. I heard wheat as well. Yeah, wheat you can trade. Let's have a look at wheat. Do you reckon wheat and sugar's aligned at all? Okay, the chart for wheat's ass. To be fair, wheat and sugar is low-key moving very similar. Possible SMTs on wheat against sugar. Huge possible SMTs here. Bro, is the sugar one actually moving? Or what? Like, I can't tell if it moves. It does move. It's moving, chat. EU's kind of moving as well. As I said though, DXY is it's just taking us for a ride, I feel like. It's just taking us for a ride. It's flirting like this, but we will just get that candle below. Hopefully not, but I mean, that is what it looks like is happening. It's calm. We got our safe haven in sugar. Yeah, because you can make a cake from Minecraft with sugar and wheat, so it should be aligned. Now, that's a great point. That is a really good point. So we should really be having decent SMT on sugar and wheat. Saw it too late, otherwise I would have go with the flow. Fair play. Only trade I'm in right now is GJ, 1.5 days. Jesus, 1.5 days. Well, I'm assuming you're in shorts then. Must be up loads, because all we've really been doing is just dropping. Literally all we've been doing is dropping. But fair play, bro. Yeah, fair play. Nice, man. Good clip for the TikTok. Yeah, trust me. Trader math, that is, right there. GU's bearish now. GU's a difficult one. It is kind of looking like it wants to come for this fair value gap up here. It's just a higher time frame. We should take this low. We definitely should take this CRT low. I do think this will eventually get swept. But yeah, as I said, man, just in terms of the current price action, it's looking difficult. It is looking difficult. Obviously, we want to push up that little bit more than have a sell-off. That depends what the DXY is going to do as well. Because if the DXY is coming for this Asia low, then obviously we'd want it to be mitigating something in the New York session prior in order to go up. And it just depends what that will be. And plus, we'll probably have news coming by then anyway. Next bullish leg, EU-GU now. Fair play. We'll have a look. UJ longs. UJ longs. UJ longs. I'll be more looking at shorts, bro. You can see we've got this bearish leg here, which just came through. People think they moved the markets in the comments. Sorry, I'm also a CRT trader newbie. Any advice on GU? My advice on CRT would be use it on the higher time frames, not the lower time frames. Okay, we're actually decently back right now on this. As I said though, we're kind of just flirting. We need this candle to actually do something, not just like induce us. But we're back at break even. I'm not going to close it at break even like a bean though. I'm going to leave it open. But yeah, so we've filled this fair value gap on UJ. I'd more be looking to short from here. So if we look at the value area overall, so if we look at the value area from the whole of the consolidation really, so from we say here to where we are now, you can see if we get rid of these old levels, we've got this value area high, value area low, and the point of control. What we normally do, as you can see, whenever we break out of the value area, is we trade back in to the point of control. So we broke out the value area, back to the point of control. Traded out of the value area, back to the point of control. Out of the value area, back to the point of control. Recently, we just broke out the value area here and here. So I do think most likely we're going to be returning back to the point of control, just on a volume basis. Adding that with the price action that we're seeing. We've got this 30-minute, as I said, we've got this 30-minute leg here, from here down to here. This is decently significant. This is decently significant because we did just break a few lows. Just broke this low here, broke this low here. So I'm just looking for that leg to continue down. EU moving now. Come on, boys. Are we scalping a long trade? Now, I'm mainly looking at shorts on EU, but I mean, it's not looking like the best. But we'll see anyway. See what happens. So yeah, UJ will be looking at sells, bro, to be fair. Again, I just don't really like the look of it based on the yen basket, though. In order for EU sells to happen, we do need the yen basket to get a decent amount stronger. Yeah, I think... Okay, the DXY is actually moving decently, bruv. DXY is actually kind of moving alright. Kind of moving alright. This 30-minute chart just scares me, though, chat. Just scares me, man. Just had to say good morning to the elderly to make sure they know I'm one of the good ones. To be fair, you are not one of the good ones, so that's good undercover work there, Mehmet. I'm on shorts for gold right now. Fair play. Yeah, we had shorts in the signal group a while ago. Well, yesterday. And they're running really nicely now. They're about, yeah, 3R up right now. Obviously, 40p's at like 9.5R. So, yeah, fair play, bro. I do think... I was personally bullish on gold, but we've got a gold trader in the signals that sends in his gold trade. So, and he trades gold like day in, day out. So... Why do they do this to us, bruv? Why not just stop us out and put us out of our misery, bro? Why induce us like this? What trade you in? Just to see you short right now, bro. Manipulating final boss. Come on, bro. Mehmet the final boss. Yeah, man. DXY is a cheeky little fucker. Let's wait and see this. I'm still glad that I bought silver early in December. I hold it for a month. Yeah, nice. Let's have a look at silver, actually. Bro, silver's so retail now. Like, I'm getting barmaids and shit telling me, buy silver. Cheers, girl. Cheers. Now serve me my pint. EUGU temp sales. Temporary sells. Full SL would be insane. What do you mean full SL? You always want to hold to your full stop loss, bro. You never want to close it early. It's never going to benefit you to do that in the long term. Yeah, silver's definitely looking bullish, man. Silver's definitely looking bullish. You can see we had that nice daily CRT not long ago at this low, traded up to the high. We're now coming back. Yeah, to be fair, silver could be even nice buys soon. You can see we had that CRT. If you look at what price is doing, so we had this big candle here. We obviously manipulated this candle's low. So really we should eventually trade into this candle's high on a CRT basis. Looking at like actual recent price action as well, we had this CRT here. So we manipulated this low and traded into this candle's high. So that was that phase completed. After that we had a retracement to fill obviously the distribution move. We've got a fair value gap on the daily of this distribution move. So we want to fill that and then have that next step higher, which as we said was hopefully to this high here. So I do think silver is nice for buyers potentially. This morning it's not really doing anything though. It's kind of just consolidating this morning. Even EU is just consolidating right now. Put a pint in the bag. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Put the pint in the bag. How much do you reckon risk per trade on funded account? I'd say 1%, bro. 1%. Again, boys, if you do want to get funded, you do want to get a funded account, go to Alpha Capital Group. Best prop firm in the game. Show you how to find them. Alpha Capital Group. And you can see, get an account with them, man. They are a very good prop firm. They are the best prop firm in the game. Best prop firm in the UK for sure. Cheapest accounts, most reliable payouts. Use code Richesse at checkout as well, boys. Code Richesse. When you use that, send me a screenshot as well, and I'll give you a little something back. It's going to give you 15% off. I'll give you a little week in the mentorship, week in the signal, something like that. What are you saying, Gon? What are you saying, bro? Or Ben? Just passed a 200k account with ACG. Fair play. Nah, no way. FTMO 1,000 times better. In what way, bro? Sorry, is daily FVG on GU valid? But yeah, that's the code, boys. Make sure you use that. Make sure you use that. Daily FVG on GU. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean this one for buyers. Potentially, but I mean, we've already tapped into it a very few times. FTMO, like double the price. Yeah, trust me. That's what I'm saying. We've already tapped into it a fair few times, boys. So I'm not really too sure on that, if I'm honest. Like, that's why I kind of want to see us trade lower and take this CRT. Once we take this CRT, that's our liquidity been taken. So then we can actually think about buyers going higher. But we've already came down there and had no reaction. So what's this doing? Alright, nice. We're actually in a bit of profit now on EU. Finally! Right, stop to break even. 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 I'm joking, chat. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's what we want, though. I mean, you can put stop to break even. I wouldn't. I'm not going to. But, yeah, I mean, you can. Just this candle, man. It's all well and good having this candle, but we need a proper actual candle close. It's not good having these up down because all we see, candles will move up, but then just close bearishly on the 30-minute. So I don't really trust any of this until we actually get a decent candle close. Even I don't use BE. Yeah, nah, me neither, bro. Me neither. Clip it. Yeah, facts. Facts. Is that top step? FTMO's worst spread activation fee. FTMO just too expensive. Yeah, trust me. That's what I'm saying, boys. ACG's the best firm in the game, man. Use my code Richesse, boys, at checkout. Run that code if you're fucking with a live. Next time you buy an account, use code Richesse, man. Come with a live, let me know. I'll give you some privileges. I'll give you... This is what I'm saying, boys. The candles are just inducing us. We'll get a 5-minute candle that appears bullish and then instantly just gets eaten alive. You can see EU just reciprocates that, straight moving higher now. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, boys. Okay, this EU might be cooked sooner than we thought. GU's moving higher to that 30-minute. I don't know if anyone's thinking about getting in from there. I'll personally, as I said, if this EU stops out, I won't be jumping back in. What's your TP? We don't like, man. Yeah, trust me, bro. My TP is down in this next area. It's basically, yeah, 6663. UJ's starting to sell off decently from this area. Yolu, you need to talk to them about getting higher discount. They always send bigger ones via email so people will use them instead of Richesse. I'll swear. I didn't even know that. I didn't know they emailed it to you. Yeah, they do. That's what I'm saying. They do bigger discounts, and I always shoot out their bigger discounts as well, so it's kind of difficult. I'm long Euro USD, hard time frame order block, 5-minute SMT, Asia high 2. Fair play, bro. Fair play if you caught them longs. I mean, as I said, man, we've been juicing these shorts all week so far. We got an entry and a re-entry yesterday. Really nice one on Tuesday, and then a decent one on Monday as well. So if these shorts cook us today, it's calm. It's part of trading, boys. Would be nice to have the. Well, I mean, we've already got the hat trick, but it would be nice to have a clean win rate week. But as I said, man, if it loses, it loses. Part of trading. You're never gonna have winners if you don't have losers. It just is what it is, chat. Is what it is. They probably give bigger discounts so they have less chance of having to pay affiliates. Yeah, probably. I haven't even ever got an affiliate payout from them. I just let it save up in the account. Don't know how much is in there, but I just let it save up. It's money. You manage your L's because you take so many dubs. That's what I'm saying, Stephen. That just is what it is, bro. To be fair, New Year they did like 40% off discount. Would be rude not to grab an account. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of my members did use that 40% off, and it's like, bro, like, obviously they're going to use that over 15%. But 15% still decent, man. Still decent. Everyone double tap the screen, boys. Just get 3k likes in here real quick. Let's get 3k likes in here real quick, boys. I banged out another YouTube video yesterday. If you're wondering how I caught these sells yesterday, I mean, this one was only like a 2-to-1. I closed it, well, 1.5-to-1. I closed it before news. But this one where we closed this at the same point was like a, yeah, 3-to-1, 3.5-to-1. This one was like a 1-to-1. So, yeah, I did a little case study on that trade if you want to know how I caught that. Let me quickly show you my channel, Rev. We're kind of popping off on YouTube as well right now. We've got how many subs? 14.7k. We're nearly at 20k, 15k subs. But yeah, this one I caught 4R today using volume. That's me, by the way, with my Unreal haircut on display. Okay, get on with it. But yeah, go watch that chat if you want to know how to trade the way I trade and how I caught them shorts yesterday. Yeah, you can see the DXY is definitely going lower now, boys. Look at that close. I've had that peak close below. So yeah, this EU is almost definitely going to get cooked. The only thing that's saving us is the Euro is actually pretty weak right now. That's literally the only thing saving us. If the Euro wasn't weak right now, then it would already have been cooked. But yeah, the fact we've had that close just tells me, what are we really else other than that fair value gap going to be targeting? I mean, the only other thing potentially is this order block here. But even that is... It's unlikely that this is going to be what it is. Especially the time now, it's like 11 o'clock. So yeah, I wouldn't really enter any more trades past now anyway. I got my bias wrong. Is an FVG stronger than a daily CRT? Yes. I'd say a daily CRT is stronger, bro. But it depends what time frame your fair value gap's on. Depends what time frame it's on. Yo, bro, what volume indicator you using? It's called fixed range volume profile, bro. What's your take on Euro GBP? I reckon buys short term. Lou, the Asia strat worked again. What, on gold you mean, or you mean the age of liquidity grab strat? You can see this is very bearish. Euro's just somehow surviving. Euro GBP long-term buys, short-term buys, you said. I mean, yeah, it's another one of those. This 4-hour candle, though, the first hour is open very bearishly. Gold, bro, the hated strat, yeah. It does just tend to work, though. It just does. Yeah, I would potentially think about buying EG if we can come into this order block here. We can come into that order block, so a little bit further down, and then I look to come higher. Yeah, that gold strat did actually work. It has been working. So how it works, what is it? So you wait for the open at 11, you wait for the first fair value gap, and then you enter off that. So where is that? So that's the open there. So the first fair value gap. Well, let me open a fresh, different gold. So we've got one down here. So you go to 11. You wait for the first fair value gap to form, which is there. Now, I don't know where you have your entry. You don't have your entry on 50%, do you? You just have it literally on it, I'm assuming. Your stop loss above. And your TP on the next valid level. I mean, you could aim for there, but you just would aim for there. Don't know how the strat works, but it just kind of does. Okay, so yeah, it would have tapped in. I hate the fact that this strategy works. Now, bro, entry is changed to whenever it closes below. What, so you would have got in here then? When the fair value gap's actually made. Man, either way, you can sort of fuck with the entry a little bit, but yeah, it does make sense. I hate the fact that it works, but fair play, bro. I mean, that's literally something you've actually found out, which is fair play. What payout target do you recommend, for example, 10k account? Just look for like a 2% payout, bro. It's not got to be anything crazy. The more crazy you aim for, the less chance you have of getting it. Just aim for the 2%. Too many wins give you tunnel vision. Yeah, trust me, bro. And it takes a loss to get you out of that as well. Every time it stops me, I have to risk 100, but it stops me at minus 120. Is that how it is for you too? Yeah, the way you want to do that, bro, is if you calculate your lot size and it says, like, for me, it would say like 8.23. 8.23 lot size, it will say. I'll just round it down to 8. Just so you know, the spreads and commissions, you'll always be sweet. I mean, it depends what account you've got as well, but that's a breaker block, mate. What one, bro? What one, Zane? But yeah, man. It's outside of it's 11 o'clock now, so I might jump off soon because there's not really going to be much movement. As I said, I'm just going to hold out this EU, see how it plays out. See how it plays out. I mean, as I said, it's most likely going to come into stop loss now, but might as well hold it. Might as well hold it. But yeah, boys, as I said, everyone go run up that code on ACG, man. If you, man, want some more giveaways, run up that code and we'll be doing some giveaways. If you use my code as well, I'm going to be putting you into a giveaway. If you use my code of Alpha Capital Group, on Friday we're doing a giveaway. So on Friday we're giving away a 25k account. So if you use my code on Alpha Capital before Friday, so if you use my code today, basically, it's going to get you 15% off ACG, and I'm going to put you in a giveaway to win another 25k account. So everyone go run up that. As I said, I'm probably going to jump off soon because the market is kind of slowing down right now. It's 11 o'clock. There's not going to be any new trades. GU's filling this nicely. GU longs, my guys. Fair play. I mean, it's probably a little bit late on longs at this point. Okay, thanks. Next target. Okay, thanks. My next target after a few small payouts is 50k account. Yeah, that's it, bro. You just got to slowly work your way up. Don't try and race it or you'll get cooked. But yeah, boys. Yeah, man. Everyone get in the Discord as well. Discord's linked on my profile, boys. Discord is linked on my profile. It's the main hub of everything we do. So if you do want to get in the Discord, learn about how we trade, etc., etc., and get in the Discord, man. It's a free Discord. We've got mentoring and signals there as well. As I said, we've had a few banger signals this week already. We've had this gold trade, which is running like 4R up, full TPs at 9R. We've had this trade yesterday. Where is it? This trade yesterday. The re-entry wasn't signalled, but the initial entry was. So this one, basically a 4R. So yeah, man. If you want to get in the signals is there. If you want to get in the mentorship, I basically teach exactly how I do this. And I stream it live every day in a pre-London session. And yeah, as I said, get running up that code on ACG, boys, if you want to get in giveaway chances. Yeah, use my code of ACG, boys. Send me a screenshot of you using it. And I'll get you in the mentorship or signals for free. It's literally the best option for getting funded, I can't lie. It's the best option. But yeah, chat, I appreciate you, man, tuning in today. We'll be live for the New York session as well. We'll be running a live for the New York session. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, tuning in. I'm on Alpha Capital, but for the first payout, you need to have 5 trading days. Well, have you already got a payout there? You just got to complete the trading days. It's a good problem to have, bro. Morning, Gav. What are you saying, JF? What are you saying, brother? Morning, bro. You caught us as we're just about to jump off, bro. Can't lie, you caught us just as we're about to jump off. But yeah, we was looking at EU shorts today. Didn't really play out too well. We're still in, but as I said, we're just going to let it see how it goes. But it's not looking like the best right now. When you have the bi-weekly option. Yeah, bro, that's the thing. There's always positives and negatives to doing that. But yeah, boys, I appreciate you, man, tuning in. Appreciate the support on the live. Appreciate you, man, tuning in. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next live, people. Everyone, make sure you drop a follow. Get in the Discord. It's linked on my profile. And I'll catch you. If you can't find the Discord as well, boys, just go to my Instagram, RichesseFX, and you'll find it in my Instagram bio. Go RichesseFX. You'll find it there. Get in the Discord. It's the main hub of where we do everything, man. And if you want to join a mentorship or Discord, a mentorship or signals when you're in there, just go to full access and then mentorship or signals to get in. But yeah, man. Yeah, boys. Thank you, Bosch. No worries, Henry. No worries, boys. I don't have payout for 2 years, so for me, $200 is good. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's no need to compare yourself to other people. Do you know what I mean? Your trading journey is your trading journey. Quick question: Barber died. Why is that, bro? No, I've got a hat on. Ugh. My trim right now is actually alright. I've just got a hat on. So we do have news at 1:30. So we're gonna have to close this trade if it's still in. We're gonna have to close this trade in like 2 hours and 5 minutes anyway. So I'll close this one at like 1:15. We do have decent news. Red folder for the US dollar at 1:30. Unemployment claims, which are pretty good. Shouldn't be too much of a change because the forecast is very similar to the previous. It's only gone up by like 0.05% or 0.5%, sorry. So again, the candle starts to print alright, but it instantly gets rejected. That's the issues we're having. Where's TP? 6663, bro. How much do you make every day, sir? So trade is not done on every day, man. It's done on a monthly basis at the bare minimum. So you want to look to earn between I'd say about 4 and 5% a month as a realistic target, like consistently. 4 or 5% a month is realistic when you're trading prop firms. So you obviously want to work out how much funding you need to make that work. For example, if you want to earn 10 grand and you got to think, right, so you want to earn 5% a month and you want that to equal 10 grand. And you got to do 10k times 20, which is obviously 200k, which means you need a 200k account to be earning 10 grand a month. Well, for funding. We're back in profit now. What pair? This is EU, bro. EU, bro. Again, DXY is moving decently, but it keeps on doing this and then just instantly rejecting. We need an actual decent close. We need this to start closing properly and not just pissing about. Do use a copy trader. I used to use a copy trader, bro, but not anymore. Now I'll manually execute on all my different accounts. 4 to 5% a month with 1% risk per trade. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. What's this gold now? This is Euro USD, bro. Euro USD. We've got 1 minute left of this candle close. We ideally want to close above the prior candle low. Sorry, the prior candle high. And obviously this prior candle high as well. So see if we get that. We've got 1 minute left. So wait and see if that happens. Wait and see if that happens when the DR got in too early. Unlucky, bro. It's fair play. I mean, we kind of got in a little bit early as well, so there's nothing wrong with that. Are actually pushing kind of nicely on the DXY. As I said, we need that close though, man. That's what we need. We need that close. At least we're in a little bit of profit now. Right, 20 seconds left to the close. Unless we have a peak rejection, it should be a pretty nice candle. Hopefully it's not one of these though. Hopefully it's not one of these. It just gets collapsed straight away. Will you jump out of this trade? Nah, bro. I'll only jump out just before when news comes in, if it's still in. Are you dumping? Yeah, it's dumping right now. That's why we're looking at the dollar, man. Right, it's a nice close for the dollar. You can see we closed above that prior candle high. So now we want to close above this. Next 15 minutes, we want to close above this candle high. And if we can do that, then we're actually making decent waves. I'm not too optimistic because every time we do get these pushes, they're just instantly closed, instantly rejected. The bears just get control back. So that's why we need at least 2 15-minute candles in a row to be bullish, and then maybe we'll have a chance of that EU going to TP. But tomorrow's NFP. Yeah, tomorrow's NFP, bro. NFP is going to be massive tomorrow, man. First one of the year as well. Open, low, high, close. What do you mean? On the daily, you mean? So we are rejecting that value area. Sorry, the point of control. Shorts GU brought all the way down to daily lows. Yeah, I mean, we have filled this 30-minute fair value gap. We have filled that now. See if there's any, again, like a 1 minute inversion or something. Yeah, GU price action is not the best, man. GU price action is not the best. To be fair, if you are shorting GU, you kind of just want to have, you kind of just got to have some balls about you and just short like without the lower time frame and have your stop loss in a decent spot. That's really the only way, to be honest. Right, that's decent initially though. It's decent initially. Again, we want EU to actually close below these lows here. And DXY to close above this. I'll tell you what, we'll wait for this last 15-minute candle. We'll wait for this 15-minute candle to close and then I'll jump off. I'll stay on for another little bit. Wait for this 15-minute candle, then we'll jump off. So we can see where we're actually left at, if we're looking decent or not. I would rate because RSI is at 50 and there's no confirmation. Yeah, I don't really trade RSI, bro. It's a little bit too lagging for me. The only indicators I really use is just session indicators and volume indicators. Actually, if we need to go on our other dollar real quick. This other dollar actually allows you to draw on your volume, which is nice. I mean, the chart's a little bit unaligned, but yeah, man. Again, we're going with the trend, boys. We are going with the trend. Like, the trend's clearly bullish, so we're not trying anything super crazy right now. As I said, we want to close above this level here. This will be a change of character on, like, the 1 minute. I mean, sort of have had one. Just getting rejections when we try to come past that level, so let's hope we can push through, man. How do you draw on the volume tool, bro? You literally just go on the volume tool and then just draw it from, for example, just bottom of the range to the top of the range. And it doesn't work on this one, so this is probably a bad example. But so you draw it from, this one's an indicator. So this one here is called session volume profile. It just draws it on for every day. But if you want to actually draw it on yourself, just draw it on the low to the high. And it will draw it on like that. If we draw it on for this whole sort of period here, yeah, it's kind of, we're getting different confirmations either way. Are you moving so shit? Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. Which pair? This is the DXY, but we're mainly trading USD or EU right now. Sorry, Euro USD. For me, if you use TVC, then it doesn't work. You need to use capital.com to get the volume. Who created the SAP, or is it a TradingView one? Wait, what do you mean? What's a SAP? Fuck it. Only got 0.4% to my accounts. God might full put NFP tomorrow. I think they'll ban your account anyway because of you can't trade news, innit? So kind of indecisive. We've got less than 10 minutes now to this close. As I said, we want a nice close above. If we can get that, that'll be 2 15 minutes in a row, which is what we need. More than likely, we're just going to reject, but we'll see. For me, what are you trading right now? Just EU, bro. Just Euro USD, SVP. It's just a TradingView one, bro. I'm pretty sure, anyway. We double check. Yeah, it's just a TradingView one, bro. So that's easy to find. Yeah, again, we're getting rejection from that. Still on eval, plus it's aqua funded, so they let you. Oh, fair play, bro. Where'd you get that aqua funded from? Was it fucking Gunter or something? What's a good profit margin to make in a day for a 10k funded? You don't want to be aiming it for the daily, bro. If you're aiming it for the daily, then your psychology is just going to be up, down, up, down. You want to aim for something on the monthly. You don't want to be aiming for profit every day. You want to be aiming for a monthly target. So if you're targeting 5% on the monthly, that's a good target. 5% on the monthly. So you then got to think, how many trades do you place? What's your win rate? And then you can work out how much you should be risking in order to ideally make that. Is it going up? What pair, bro? Can I get rich from this? Yeah, bro, definitely. The amount of people that have got rich off trading is insane. We're cooked. You think? We might be. Yeah, the amount of people that got rich off trading is probably more than a lot of other industries. And it's not even about getting rich. It's just if you want to make like your first 10k a month, it's really easy. The reason why, not easy, that's the wrong word, but it's really doable. The reason being is in trading, you haven't got to rely on anyone apart from yourself. It's your own analysis. Anything else relies on other people. So like drop shipping and stuff like that, you got to rely on getting customers, right? And you got to rely on making adverts that customers are going to want. If you start a clothing brand, you got to rely on other people to actually buy the clothes, right? You got to rely on other people to like it. What else do people do? I'm trying to think what else people do. If you're starting an agency, you actually got to worry about getting clients, outreaching to clients, getting people signed up, like being a good salesperson. With trading, all you've really got to do is just like have a strategy and do that strategy. There's no external. If you do your job right, you'll make money. Whereas everything else, you can do your job pretty right and still not make any money because you've got to rely on other people. So that's why I think trading is the best thing to get into. If you do want to start to learn more about trading, boys, then just DM me. I'll tell you what. If you do want to learn a bit more, just DM me PDF. DM me PDF, and I'll send you a PDF about how I trade. and I'll send you some videos over as well. So just drop me a follow and send me a DM, boys. Yeah, if you can make 10k, you can make 100k. It's just about, yeah, facts. Right, yeah, if you comment it on the chat, I'll drop you a follow so you can DM me. But yeah, DM me PDF. You should be able to DM me anyway, chat, I'll be honest. But someone check. Let me drop follows to you, man. I'm following you, man. I think some of you are on private in it, so you got to accept my request so you can follow me back. But yeah, just DM me PDF. All you man that have commented it in the chat, I've dropped you a follow so you can DM me. Same with buying anything, need someone. Same with buying anything, need someone to pay up or sell down. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. Facts, PG. Yeah, boys, all you man that have commented PDF, I've dropped you a follow in it. I've dropped you a follow. So you man, follow me back. So you man have got to accept the request and then DM me PDF. I ain't gonna be able to remember all your names, so just follow me back. And as I said, I'll send you that. Follow me back and DM me PDF. If you put it in the comments, then I've DM'd you. I mean, I've followed you, so you can DM me. But yeah, all you man, I've dropped you follow, so just send me a DM saying PDF. Sorry, drop me a DM saying PDF. You trade full time? Yeah, I've been trading full time for about 3 years now, bro. Wow, I was waiting for someone to say that. There's always one. Wow, and his name is actually one. Can you check gold? Yeah, bro. Yeah, gold's just moving nice and bearish, bro. We've had a lot of accumulation. You can see, basically the whole of London and the end of Asia has just been accumulating around this level. We are getting potential like where it looks like we're going to sell off, but then we just return back to this area. So you want to see an actual proper break of this area before you get in your re-entries on sells. But yeah, we got a really nice entry on, was this Monday? Oh no, it was actually yesterday, sorry, Wednesday. This was a signal that was sent into the chat, so. 4 minutes left of this candle close, boys. 4 minutes left. As I said, we want a nice close above. We don't want a fat rejection. We just need price to run through, close above, and then we're laughing. I mean, this is you sitting to just basically break even, minor profit, minor drawdown. We need this candle to do its thing. Are you looking promising? Yeah, trust me. Looking promising, but I don't have that much confidence in it. This year I'm making it and hopefully do it full time. Bro, you definitely will, man. You got a whole year. You got a whole year. Just lock in, get a funded account. Start learning the strategy. DM already, sweet, bro. Start learning the strategy and then get going with it, man. Just stick to it for the year. If you stick to it for the year, get a funded account, trade it properly, then you're laughing. Like, there's nothing that can stop you. It's literally just yourself if you don't try. Like, if you didn't know how to if you wanted to learn how to play a piano, something that a lot of you, man, probably think, fucking hell, playing the piano, like, who can even play the piano? If you learned that for a year, within 6 months of the year, you'd be able to fucking play. Like, trading is just like anything. It's just a skill that you learn. If you give it enough time, you will get there. It just so happens that this skill can earn you a load of money. DM on Discord. Yeah, you can DM me on Discord. I will never DM you first, though, boys. I'll never DM you first on Discord. When you join, there's probably a lot of fake accounts. If you want to find me on Discord, then I'm just going to put yo in the chat, in the free chat, and you can DM me. DM me signals or mentorship or whatever if you're trying to get in. Right, we've got 2 minutes left of this candle close. This really is an indecision candle. Are you aggressive with funded challenges like high risk? Yeah, bro. At this point, yeah. I got funded already. Made $100, 700 left. Nice, man. What prop firm's it with, boys? Let me know what prop firms you man are with. Is your bias on, are you bearish? Yeah, bro. But yeah, boys, again, if you want to get funded with a prop firm, there's my code there. 15% off Alpha Capital Group. Use code Richesse and you get 15% off. And also send me a screenshot of you using that code and I'll get you in the mentorship or signals for a week. Minute left. Minute and a half left to this candle close. Alpha Capital 10k for 40. Yeah, 10k accounts like if you're just starting off as well. GU longs from 13444. More be looking at shorts, bro. Again, I'd more be looking at shorts. That is my bias overall, is shorts. Especially with this CRT low to trade into. As you can see, we swept this high on the daily. So we've got this low to trade into. I don't think that's going to be the next stop. We may want to run higher before that, but I'd like to see a sell-off from this fair value gap here. If you look as well, it's a low volume area. This is why we're seeing price just reject it pretty heavily. But yeah. Right, we've got not long left to the candle close. We've got 50 seconds left. 50 seconds left to this candle close. We want it to close above. Does Alpha Capital have similar accounts with FTMO? Yeah, bro. It's just a lot cheaper. Yeah, it's just a lot cheaper, bro. And they're so good with payouts as well, ACG. But yeah, they are. Do you like your life? Do you have a lot of free time? Yeah, I've got loads of free time, bro. But you're not that happy. If you've got loads of free time, you're actually not that happy. You need to do like work, something difficult that gives you meaning. That's actually the key to happiness, isn't it? Obviously, free time's nice, but you want to do something difficult that gives you like meaning in life. Or something hard that gives you meaning in life and actually makes you happy. Like, you don't want to be doing something hard that you don't like. Like, you don't want to be working on site. That's hard, but you probably don't want to do it. You want to do something difficult that you actually like, gives you meaning and you get somewhat enjoyment out of. So, like, having free time's good, but it's not the be all and end all. Right, that close wasn't that good, but now we are getting, hopefully, an expansion. Hopefully this candle can expand above. Right, same thing we're seeing on EU. Again, you can see just how much EU is mirroring the DXY. It's annoying we didn't get that close, but hopefully this candle can. I want to trade full time and trying to make it as an amateur boxer. Fair play, bro. I mean, you always need your cash cow, though. That's the thing. You always need a way to earn, so you have got to get a job until you are funded and making money. Did you ever live and trade abroad? Yeah, bro. I was in Thailand for about 8 months in 2024. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was unreal. It was quality, but after a while, you have so much free time and it's so relaxing. There's only so many. Like, I know it sounds weird, but trust me, if you chill on the beach, like, you've made your money, you've made like a couple of grand for the day. You're chilling on the beach and just drinking, bunning, whatever. You do get bored, innit? I know it sounds mad, but you do get bored. Like, genuinely, you do. You need something that's difficult you can work at that gives you enjoyment. For a lot of people, that's like going to the gym and shit, which to some degree is probably the best thing you can do. But like, yeah, that's what I'd say. Bullish bias. Yeah, I'm bearish personally, man. Low-key shed move the entry there. Which pair is this? That's EU, bro. EU, bro. Yeah, so I said that last candle was just kind of indecision. We need another actual bullish candle. We need the bulls to actually like gain a little bit of control over this market. It's not really enough for just one candle, then an indecision. We need a bullish candle like this to print again. And then we can be pretty confident on EU. Till then, don't really hold that much confidence. For the PDF, how do we... Yeah, just DM me saying PDF, bro. And when I jump off live, I'll send you it, bro. Bearish SMT on AUDSD, waiting for confirmation I'm shorting. Fair play. Yeah, a few people in the live are trading AUD. 1 minute closed. Below, hopefully should start going down. Now, hopefully, bro. Can you check gold? Yeah, as I said, man, we are bearish on gold. We got a really nice entry yesterday. You can see in that fair value gap there on the 30-minute. But right now, for the London session, we've just been consolidating. Late Asia and London, we've just been consolidating. So in order to get into a sell, I would like price to come below these levels, come below this, and then retest and then get a sell. Hopefully with like a fair value gap or something like that. That's what I'd want. Found the same things. Found the same thing. Spent a lot of time out of the country, but always missed the hustle and bustle of the city. Yeah, that's it, Mills, bro. That's the exact same as me, man. It's the exact same as me, bro. I'll be honest. The exact same as me. Lou, volume videos. Where do you place the fixed range volume profile? And 2, is it from the last? Yeah, so so you want to do it from the swing points, and obviously the session volume profile is just going to draw it on for every day. So it'll draw on every day for you. So that's why you see like this, for example, where we've got it on this day and then this day, etc., etc. Because obviously, if you use it time based, then it's just going to give you better confirmation in it. W's in the chat for Richesse. Appreciate that, bro. No one's doing it like these guys. Appreciate that, brother. Luke, get active on Clash, though. Nah, I'm never going to be active. I'm done with Clash, bro. I'm done with Clash. I'll never go back on that game. That game just wastes so much time as well, I'll be honest. I'd sit there and I'd be playing it and I'd be like, bro, I've wasted half hour playing this fucking mobile game. Like, really? Is this what I'm on? Especially if you're bunning as well. Obviously, I stopped bunning. When I stopped bunning, I realised how much time you waste just bunning. Like, it's like half hour to roll and bun it, and then sitting there playing Clash Royale and watching YouTube for like another half hour. And that's like an hour out of your day gone that you'll never get back, just purely wasting on piffing and playing Clash Royale. Like, it's just such a waste of time. Hee ha. On the volume profile, what are your settings? So these are my settings, bro. It's literally keep everything else the same, but I just changed the row size to 240. That's all I've changed. Row size to 240. And on style, I've got this as blue, and then blue, and then black, and then black, and then 15, 15, 30, 30. This I've got yellow, 2, yellow, 2, and then this I've got orange, 1. And then untap that, untap that, untap everything else. DXY, look, it's trying to push. It is trying to push, but it just doesn't look like it has enough in the tank. About 2 months ago, about 2 months ago into not bud. Glad I stopped too, to be fair. Yeah, man, it's good to stop, man. It's definitely good to stop bunning. If you do bun, I was bunning for years and years. Definitely good to stop, man. 100% if you can. What trade you take today, bro? You're not in one. Just this EU short right here, bro. It's not really been running the best so far. The thing is, 300 USD a day on a 10k a month, that's so easy when trading. I mean, 3% a day is quite a lot, bro. I'm not going to lie. You want to start thinking about scaling up, but yeah, it's definitely doable. And you just got to think, the more you scale up, if you're making $300 on a 10k, you do the exact same thing on a 100k and it's $3,000. And it's just a matter of scaling. Exact same thing on a 200k, $6,000. You fully quit, Lou. Yeah, bro. What's stop loss, bro? Stop loss is just above that current high from 10 a.m., that 10 a.m. high. Alright, about halfway through this 15-minute candle now. You can see the first candle was bullish, second candle was bearish, so we want the third one to be nice and bullish, push us straight through that, close above that, and then boom, we're ready to start moving on EU to the downside. But until that happens, yeah, I'm not majorly confident because the bulls haven't really been able to do anything. We've printed one bullish candle, that's about it. And on the 30-minute as well. Yeah, man, as I said, if you want to get funded, boys, Alpha Capital Group, use my code Richesse. Send me a screenshot once you've used my code, boys, and I'll get you in the mentorship and signals for free for a month. So you can get the best start you possibly can on that. Six minutes left till the candle close on the 15. Obviously, the half-hour close is more important, but 15 will still be nice. We just don't want another indecision candle on DXY. We want, as I said, the bulls to actually gain a bit of control and close above. Like I said, we're going in line with the trend. We're not trying anything like a crazy reversal. We're going in line with the trend. We've got buy-side liquidity pretty close to where we are as well. So, yeah, it's not like we're doing anything mad at all. 5 minutes left of this close. Come on, man. Do you only trade fundeds, bro? Or do you have a live account? I've only recently started to trade more on a live account. I'm trying to build a live account up. But yeah, mainly right now on fundeds. But definitely this year, one of my goals is to start building up that live account. What about you, Reggie? Gold looking clean. Hopefully it takes Asia low. Yeah, gold's nice, mate. It's just been consolidating all morning, man. If you look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hour candles, the last 7 hour candles have just been trading literally within that same little range. So, price is quite comfortable where it is right now. Right, we've got 4 minutes left of this candle close, boys. 4 minutes left. What do you trade? Mainly EU or GU, bro? What's your broker for your live, bro? I used to use Smart Trader. Now I'm hitting fundeds again. Yeah, bro. So I'm with Vantage, bro. Vantage is just the most well-known firm in the game. They're the most well-known, most reputable in the game. So it's just definitely the best to be trading with them. If you do want to load up, GR, if you do want to load up a personal account and go through the link, my link to the broker, then I can do you like free signals or free signals so you can make some good money on there. I'll drop you a follow anyway. Just DM me if you do want to do that, bro. As I said, signals is like our signals is like £130 a month. So if you want to load up, fucking hell, I can't talk. If you want to load up a live account, then yeah, I can get you in there for free. We're absolutely killing it. Last month, even in the month of December, boys, was up 12R, which is crazy. This month already we are up. I'll have to work out how much by, but have you got any parts of funding? Yeah, bro. Yeah, sweet, bro. DM you. To be fair, I'm not trying to use signals. I've got my straight. Yeah, it's fair play, bro. I can get you in the mentorship then if you'd rather that. I can get you in the mentorship. So in the mentorship, we teach everything about the way we trade, how to trade the London session, and we're live every day as well from 6 a.m. to 8. I've been trading London session for about 5 years, really. Been profitable for the last 3. Obviously making money on funded accounts, doing my thing. It's never plain sailing with fundings though. You will blow fundeds. Even if you're a profitable trader, you will end up blowing some of them. It's just how it goes. But yeah, if you do want to get funded with Alpha Capital Group, boys, use code Richesse. That will get you 15% off. Same as my name up there in all capitals. 2 minutes left of this candle close. Looking like it's going to be a bearish close. As I said, the bulls are really struggling to actually gain control of this area. If you look at this DXY as well. Got our low volume node here as well. Where can I drop you a message for Signal Group if I get Alpha? On Discord, bro. So just get in the Discord. Links in my YouTube profile. Should be able to join through there. If not, I'll put it in the comments, bro. But but yeah, what I'll do, I'll drop a message on Discord. I'll just put yo, and you can see, just message me. Be careful because you'll get a lot of fake accounts when you join the Discord. So just message me there. My name's Louis. You see my name in gold when you join anyway. But you got me, message me or Mace. Our names are in gold, or Stu, whose name's in white. Everyone else, don't trust them. I won't DM you first either, bro. But yeah, use my code, man, as I said, and I'll get you a nice discount, boys. Get you a nice discount on Alpha Capital, and I'll get you in the signals and mentorship for a little period of time. Let me drop a comment of my Discord on the YouTube stream, so you can get in if you want. Yeah, already on the Discord. Oh, sweet. Yeah, drop me a message then, Eric. Just send me a screenshot of that, bro. Yeah, I'm here to show my support. Appreciate that, Mehmet. Big up to you, bro. I'm in a GU cell. Fair play. How much is the mentorship and what content do you get? Is it cheap? Yes, the mentorship's only £40 a month, boys. Only £40 a month. As I said, that comes with a video on every single thing that we trade, and specifically how to trade the London session. So I know this one's probably not the best example, but we know exactly how to trade the London session. If you was in yesterday's stream, we made 4R yesterday on London sells. Made a video on that. If you're in the mentorship, you would have seen we made 6R on EU sales the day before, and then we made 2R on EU sales on Monday as well. So we basically know exactly how to trade the London session. We have one strategy for reversals, one strategy for continuation. So, as I said, one strategy for continuations, and then one strategy for reversals. And we basically teach you exactly how to see each of those strategies. And what that's going to do is actually give you a bit of guidance, because a lot of people teach you levels and stuff and teach you all the blocks and all the rest of it, but won't give you an actual strategy. We'll give you 3 hours of the day. When you trade at these 3 hours, you trade these pairs. This is exactly what you look for in order to get in shorts, exactly what you look for in order to get into longs. So yeah, it's just everything in one. And on top of that, obviously, we do go live every day with the members at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. every single day. So if you want that extra little bit of coaching, every single morning we're there for 2 hours. You can ask us any questions, anything you're struggling with, and we can sort that out every single day. We're there, man, without fail, Monday to Friday. So yeah, I've got a video on every single concept. There's over like 100 videos in the mentorship. There's like the core content, which is actually the concepts. There's probably about 50 videos. And then there's another 50 on case studies. So the actual strategy playing out, we've gone back and broken them down. It's only £40 a month, boys. You also teach 20... You also teach 20 pip SLs? I don't know what you mean, bro. Don't really know what you mean, bro. We typically enter slightly lower than 20 pip SLs. Only £40 a month. Why is yours so cheap and others are thousands? Because other people are just marketers, bro. Other people don't come live and trade like this. You know what I mean? Other people just go on holiday or flex their watches, flex their cars. And you man know, me and Mace have got it. We could do that, but like we always think we want to build a community out of people that actually trade. I can't stand them people that just like fucking flexing their watches, flexing their cars, all shit like that. So yeah, we want to build a community of people that actually like, for a start, people that are actually locked in. And trust me, if you go into a chat of people that have just all come because people have been flexing cars and they ain't locked in, they're not going to be locked in, they're going to be in it for the short term. That's why we charge like a small amount monthly. So like, you know what I mean? You man know what we trade works. You can see it day in, day out. And also that's not a big expense. Like, bro, I don't want to be fleecing people for fucking £5,000 to join a mentorship. I actually want you to do well. I'd rather you pay monthly to me 50 quid or 40 quid and then get a prop firm challenge for yourself so you can actually progress, rather than someone who's just really good at marketing that can convince you to drop 5 bags on a mentorship. Like, it's just not the best way to go about it. You guys seem so legit. I'm going to join a Discord. Appreciate that, bro. Other people aren't showing results live day in, day out. These men are humble. Come on, Reggie. That's the best way to do it, man. You got to trade live, bro. And you got to take wins and losses. Like, that's the difference. Bro, if this trade loses, then you man will know about it. Same way if it wins, I'll tell you if it wins. I'll tell you if it loses as well. Like, there's no fake in here. We do it all live. You might have seen the journey as well. You've seen what we've been doing. Right now I'm at home, but you man will know about the office that we've got in Canary Wharf. It's like £5 a month office before we even had a mentorship or anything like that. We was trading out of there. And we obviously travelled for like a year as well. So, I don't know, guys. Sound, what a guy. Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. What you saying, Muzamil? I'm all good, G. But yeah, boys. Get in the Discord, man. Mentorship's only £40. Signal's £150 a month. Signal's obviously a lot higher ticket of a service because you're basically paying to pass a funded account at the end of the day. But yeah, if you want to comment PDF, boys, and I can send you over a PDF of what we do that breaks it down a little bit more. Maybe you've never heard of actually volume within trading either, and that's a massive part of what we do now. Is this a you, bro? Yeah, this is a you, bro. But do you do signals? Yeah, we do signals, bro. What's the minimum amount to sign up with personal capital for signals? Like £1,000, bro. Because our signals is like £150 a month. Because majority of people take it on prop firms. They'll be in there for a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months, pass an account, get a payout, and then either try get the next payout themselves or just stay on and keep getting payouts. So if we're charging 150, then yeah, we need like a minimum £1,000 deposit to the broker. And you get like a 1.5% deposit bonus as well. So if you deposit £1,000, you're getting £2,500 to trade with. What's your typical ROI in a month? Recently, in the last 6 months, we've been averaging, I'd say, 9%. All of our results are posted publicly in the Discord anyway. But yeah, I'll have to calculate it for December. We're definitely up over 10R in December. We was at 9.5 in November. No, 9.5 in October, 12R in November. And then I'll have to work out what it was in December. But we had a crazy December. Anyone in the chat who's in the signals can vouch for that as well. And how much did you say a month, and what currency do you trade? We trade mainly EU, GU, and gold in there, bro. All positive RR. None of these like 10 different TP levels. All positive RR. And what currencies do you trade? Yeah, and it's 150 a month, bro. It's 150 a month. I'll tell you what. If you comment 50 in the chat, if you comment 50 in the chat right now, I'll give away some giveaways. I'll give some 50% off. If you comment 50 in the chat, I'm going to follow you, right? Follow me back and then DM me, all right? And I'll drop you, man, either 50% off mentorship or signals, whatever you want. But when I follow you, make sure you follow back and DM me saying whichever like code you want, innit? Because I'm not going to be able to DM you from the live. Sounds good, man. Might join. Fair play. As I said, we are live. What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say, bro. Any ACG account discounts, Lou? Yeah, man, as I said, if you want to get funded with Alpha Capital Group, use code Richesse. And as I said, if you use my code Richesse, it's going to get you 15% off your first funded. So it's going to save you a nice bit of money there. And I'll also get you in the mentorship or signals for free for 1 week or, 2 weeks, sorry. Just for showing your support. Even a month, potentially. Frank, I can't DM you, man, on YouTube, Franklin and Destiny. So tell me your Instagram. Comment your Instagram or something, bro. Something I can DM you on, innit? Because I don't really know how I can text you. I'll screenshot your names, but other than that, I don't know how I can DM you on YouTube. I don't think you can do that. But yeah, that's the code, man. So make sure you use that code if you want to get a little cheeky time in the mentorship or signals for free. I'm assuming that's pounds. Yeah, bro. Are you jumping out of that trade? Nah, bro, I'll stay in until just before news landing. How long have you been trading profitable and how many traders have you got in the team? So I've been profitable for about 3 years now and we got 5 traders in the team. So 2 of us really specialise in EU, GU. 1 of us specialises in EG. The other one specialises in gold. And another person specialises in just EU. So yeah, there's a lot of people in the team. There's a lot of people in the team. I mean, for example, this is one of the trades. I think it's the only current active one right now is this gold sell we got in yesterday. As you can see, 9.5 hour trade, which is pretty banging. I can show you that as well. If we go on gold signals. You can see gold sell limit 709, entry there, stop loss there, TP there. That's that trade there, you can see. And then, yeah, that's the trade how it's running. Are you more short term or long term? More short term, bros. We're normally in and out within a day. This gold's a bit more of a swing. I mean, it's a 10 RR trade, so we've got to hold this for a bit longer, but yeah. Alright, hopefully this is our comeback candle, man. And how many trades do you do a week typically? I'd say about 5 trades a week, bro. About 1 trade a day. Actually, maybe a bit more. I'd say more like 7 trades a week. About 7 trades a week. I DM'd you on Discord. Sweet, bro. Frank Bruno. Alright, let me screenshot that, Frank. I'll send you a DM on Insta. When's news, bro? 1:30, man. So we want to be out of this trade by 1:15, really. So an hour and 15 or an hour and 20. We just can't seem to break past this level on DXY, man. Just can't seem to break past it. I'm a head off, Lou. Appreciate you. Sweet, man. I appreciate you tuning in, bro. I'll catch you in the next one, man. What's the group name on Discord? Someone drop it in the chat. I beg someone drop it in the chat. It should be linked on my profile. If you can't find it, then it's linked on my Instagram, RichesseFX. That's my Instagram. It's linked on there. But it should be linked on my profile, bro. So I beg someone comment my Discord. We're getting the deadest price action. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Facts. I clicked the link and nothing happened. Open in browser, bro. Try opening browser. Yeah, Instagram RichesseFX, bro. As I said, when you join a Discord though, bro, be careful. You'll probably get fake accounts try and message you claiming to be me. My name on Discord is Louis, but I won't DM you first, innit? The only time you know it's me is if you come on the free chat, my name's in gold and I've got this little tick here, yeah? That's how you know it's me. Anyone else who DMs you first and asks you for money in crypto, they're trying to do you over. So be careful, bro. Yeah, that's the Discord there. You can use that invite. Wait, someone comment this in the chat if you can. Discord.gg/RichesseFX. That's like the sticky link. Let me make that smaller. Someone comment that. I'm South African/English living in South Africa. I use XNES because I can deposit 100 ZAR. How much is 100 ZAR in pounds? You think news for the DXY will be bullish? I actually don't think there's going to be a massive effect, bro. I don't think there's going to be a massive movement. You can see the forecast is very similar to the previous. So it tells me nothing really much has changed. So I think it's just going to be stable. And the real movement will happen tomorrow during NFP. Yeah, copy and paste that in browser, boys. Or just screenshot that and type that into your browser. You might as well screenshot that and just type that in, I'll be honest. It's probably easiest, isn't it? Are you going to hold through news? Nah, bro, I'll close before news. You can't really hold through news. It's just stupidness. What do you think about GJ? Yeah, GJ, we was looking at potential moves up to the Asia high after inverting that, which have sort of happened. Or sort of started to happen. As we said, what we really wanted to happen, if you see, this is the value area. So this is the value area high and the value area low. And you can see what happens typically every time we break out of this value area, we sell back in to the point of control. So you can see, came out of the value area, back to the point of control. Came out of the value area, back to the point of control. Came out the top, back to the point of control. Came out the bottom. Well, you man can't really see that. Came out the bottom, back to the point of control. At the top, back to the point of control. At the top again, back to the point of control. Out the lows there, always back to the point of control. Back to the point of control. Out there, back to the point of control. And you can see we moved out the bottom there. So that was really the idea, is that we was going to have to return to the point of control. So that was really the idea behind that. You can see it's something that happens all the time. So it's decent little confluence there. And obviously just based on the ALG as well. So DXY doing like £5. Oh, fucking hell. Bro, South Africans have got like the most, I swear I see them so many times just load up like a £5 into an account and absolutely full port the hell out of it. Try either lose it all or turn it into like £2 just full port in gold. Always seem to be South African, them videos. Right, we've got 1 minute left till this candle close, boys. 1 minute left till this candle close. 1 minute left, chat. As I said, we want a bullish candle. The last 3 candles have kind of been indecision, so we can see the bulls are struggling to actually gain control of this area here. Is it high impact news? Yeah, bro, it's red folder, high impact. It's unemployment. That's what it is, unemployment claims. Even GU, man, it's just been trading within this fair value gap for fucking ages now. Yeah, chat, I'll answer all my DMs after this live, man. "30 seconds left to the close. 30 seconds left to the close. Let's see what we do. I mean, the candle's going to close bullish, but it's not going to close above that area. Sorry, I just came here. Do you also trade crypto? I personally don't trade crypto, but in the signals we do have a crypto trader who fucking absolutely cooks. You can see, when was this? This was yesterday. We had a Bitcoin short. You can see from 92.9k to 92.1k, which obviously ran us 4%, 4RR. So that was a Bitcoin trade. So we do have gold traders in the Discord, but do you have to verify yourself before you can enter the Discord chat? Yeah, bro. But see my name there. You should see on the verify page my name there, Louis. So you can just click on my name and DM me, bro. Just so you know that's like the right account of me. I'm good, thanks. It works. Haven't done a trade on this year, but in December I turned 18,000 ZAR on gold. Lovely, bro. What, 5 to 850? Yeah, that's crazy. Did you catch them EU shorts? That's what we're trying to catch now, bro. What's the indicator? SVP. Yeah, bro. It's SVP. SVP. Session volume profile. Can you follow some of you, man, back? Yeah, session volume profile. So it just marks out your volume profile for every day. And obviously they've got the inbuilt volume tool on TradingView where you can actually draw it on yourself. Mate, this EU's been painful, bro. Painful stuff. Yeah, James, that is just a rolling payment each month, bro. You obviously can cancel at any time as well, so. As I said, all of our results are fully verified and vouched. Post them on the Discord every month, so you man will know how much we've made the month before. As I said, December was at least 10R. I'll work out the results and do them hopefully today. I'll do them today or tomorrow. They'll be out before the end of the week, but yeah. Actually, I can show you a few of the trades, actually. I've made a little visual. Let me try to find it. Let me try to find this real quick. Bear with me, chat. I can show you a few of last month's trades. Alright, here we go. So this was some of the trades from December, you can see. This is a EU long 3.2R hit. EU long, sorry, EU short 4R hit. EU short 4R hit. EU short 2R hit. It's a bit behind me face. EU short another 4R. Sorry, EU long another 4R. And then, yeah, another EU long for like 4.5RR. So just in these trades alone, that's 18%, boys. And we only had like 2 or 3 losses in between that. Does it win? Yeah, and that's the difference. Does it win more when it loses? That's what I'm saying. You can see with them trades, they're all positive RR. 4RR means if you risk one, if you lose 4 trades and just win that, then you're back at break even. So, do you trade TJR? Nah, bro. Nah. I mean, similar things, but nah. I was trading cut before TJR anyway. What pair? This is EU, bro. Euro USD. It's going to be one of them. As soon as we start running, there's going to be news come through, isn't there? What percent do you risk per trade on a funded? 1%, bro. So just off that one, if you joined in December 18%. So that means you would have passed phase 1 at 8%, passed phase 2 at 5%, and made a 5% payout on whatever funded it would have been. So, like, it's just undeniable. That's why people pay them premium prices. Because that's what's possible. And I can show you, boys, like, even just this week, the amount of people we have been getting funded. Let me go on testimonials. Go on testimonials here. You can see. We've got this one here. First, what is it? Yes, bro, pass. Can't thank you guys enough. My old me would have exited. Da, 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 da. First day trading with Richesse. Yeah, and this guy passed. Obviously, at phase 1, 10% on FTMO. You can see that's his equity curve. That's his message. I'll show you his DM actually. I think he's here. There you go. Yes, bro. Phase 1 pass. Can't thank you guys enough. There you go. There's his thing. That was on the 6th. When was that? Tuesday, wasn't it? And then we've got another person here. This was yesterday. You can see certificate there. Just passed his funded. And obviously that was the trade, that EU short, which was, I believe it was this one up here. So yeah, boys. Is there any discount at the moment? As I said, boys, comment 50 in the chat. Comment 50 and I'm going to drop you a follow and send you a 50% off discount. Don't you think it's going to sweep external highs? I personally don't, bro, because we've had rejections from this area, this old value area. You can see price was previously willing to trade within this value area. So that's why we see consolidation, price moving slowly at this area. You can see we, yesterday opened, well, the end of the day closed. We rejected that area, right? So now I'm thinking, cool, we've rejected this area. But are we just going to push back in and then remain trading at fair value again? Because that is definitely possible. But what we saw during the Asia session and the London Open, we pushed up to retest, rejected it 3 times, and then sold off again, breaking structure, which told me we've rejected this old area and we're in search of fair value lower, which is where this zone is here. And then you can see that's why we just wanted that continuation sell there. Right, we're finally getting a decent bit of movement on EU, boys. Finally. We've been waiting for this. Jesus Christ. What's the DXY doing? Yeah, we can see the DXY. We need a close above this, though, man. We need a close above. All right, all you man that said 50, I'm going to drop you a follow. Follow me back. And then, yeah. What pro firms do you recommend apart from FTMO? Alpha Capital Group, bro. Alpha Capital Group are probably about at least 30% cheaper than FTMO. They're UK-based, so they're incredibly reliable for payouts because they've got very good regulation. And yeah, they're one of the most reputable firms in the game. I do have a discount code with them lot as well. So if you want to use code Richesse, and you get 15% discount, boys, with Alpha Capital Group. Literally the best firm in the UK. And you want a firm based somewhere decent. You don't want a firm that's based in like Barbados or something. Yeah, all you man, I'm going to drop you a follow. You got to accept my follow and follow me back so you can DM me, yeah? Follow me back so you can DM me. And either message me Signals and I'll send you 50% off code for Signals, or Mentorship, I'll send you 50% off code for Mentorship. See you tonight, Lou, mate. Best get your football ready. Yeah, man. Yes, Shane. Arsenal, Liverpool. City done us a favour again, drawing again yesterday, mate. I was just saying earlier or last night. What a good day to be an Arsenal fan. We're 5 points clear at the top. West Ham are relegated. Spurs are terrible. Chelsea are poor as well. Like, what a time to be alive as an Arsenal fan. I have a question. Sometimes I get confused on the top or the bottom of the range on the 4 hour marking a range. Marking a range, the only thing you like to help you understand it easier, for example on the 1 hour, is go back a little bit further. So if I get rid of these indicators, go back a little bit further. So if you don't know what the range is currently, then just go back a bit, right? Go back and start going a bit lower. So go back all the way to here, where you can see a clear high and low. So for example here, you probably see a clear high and low. Right, there's a clear high and a clear low, right? It's obvious. So it is kind of hard to depict it there. I do get why you'd find that difficult. So go back until you see a clear one and then just follow it on from there. So there's a clear one here, right? Clear high, clear low. Anyone can see that. And then go, right, cool. Did we break the high or did we break the low? Well, we broke the low. All right, cool. So now we've got another high and we've got another low. Alright, have we broken out of this range just yet? So we got our new high being here and our new low being here. Have we broken out of that range yet? No, we haven't broken out of that range. So therefore, our current range is from this high to this low. So don't, like, if you're struggling, as I said, just go back to when it's really clear and you can tell one, and then just go forward from that. Even if you got to go back even further, even if that one wasn't clear to you, and you had to say, cool, we've got a high and a low here. Just follow it along. Okay, we broke the low, so now we've got a new high and we got a new low. And then we again draw on this, wait for that to break. When was it broken? You can see it was broken there. So therefore, we've now got a new high and a new low. And again, draw that on from the high to the low. When was that broken? That was broken there. So you can see now we've got a new high and a new, wherever the low was made, and a new low. So that's basically how, yeah, that would be my advice to you, bro. Don't feel bad about going back and like acting like a noob. If you've got to do it, you got to do it, bro. Like, price just consolidating in this value area right now. Again, we need DXY to close above, bro. Jesus, please just close above. This is that hard. Yolo, you're running 50% off of this signals. Yeah, bro. Only for a few people, though. Only for the first, like, 5 people that DM me on here. I'll drop you a follow, Vish, so you can DM me, bro. I mean, I know your Discord anyway, so just DM me on Discord. What do you think about the 1 hour FVG? Which one, bro? The bullish one or the bearish one? Liverpool, we all love them here. What, in South Africa? Yeah, you love Liverpool. On Alpha Funded account, is it a breach if the limit gets hit during news? Yeah, bro. What pair is this? This is Euro USD, bro. Looking nice on EU. Trust me, bro. Do you trade ICC? No, I don't, brother. Can you show me how you come up with this setup again on EU? Yeah, no worries, bro. So essentially, first of all, as I said, the main thing. Let me pull up a fresh EU chart. The main thing you want to consider, right, is. So the main thing you want to consider. Actually, wait. Let me not do that. There's two things, two main things. Wait, I think my most recent YouTube video is popping off. I just got a text come through. Yeah, doing alright. 390 views. No promo on that either. But yeah, so first things first. You pissed me off, yeah, trust me. How do you use volumes profile with your style of trading? Perfect timing there, bro. Perfect timing. Again, on my YouTube, if you want a full breakdown, I will explain it now on live. But if you don't even know what these lines mean and anything like that, I've got out a video day before yesterday. I put it out. Just watch this one here. It's called Volume Profile Fully Explained. And I break down literally everything to do with it. So if you don't actually know what it is. But, so essentially what we do, we draw it from one area to another. So I've drawn it from this low to this high. So we can see in this leg of price, what is price going to be attracted to and what is it going to move through quickly? Because high volume points, price will remain in and price will seek out. Low volume points, price will move through quickly. So all you need to do is look to the left of this. So we draw it on from there to there. And you're going to get a few things drawn on your chart. You're going to get your volume profile, which is this curved line here that you can see. You're going to get your point of control. And you're going to get your value area high and your value area low. So the value area high and low, let me explain it. So you lot have probably seen volume as similar to this, but on the bottom of your chart where it's the volume per minute or day. So for example, we'll say 10 a.m. there was this volume, 11 there was this, 12 there was this, 1 it was this, 2 it was this, and then you see the volume at the bottom. So this is base, and then obviously from that you'd build like a volume curve, right? This is basically the same thing, but rather than for time, it's for price. Alright, so it shows you the volume at each given price, which tells you essentially where institutions are willing to do business. So where there's high volume, institutions are willing to participate there. They're willing to do business there. Low volume points, they're not willing to do business. So if we look at this, you can see we've got high volume points and low volume points. We clearly see we've got a high volume point here and a high volume point here. Right? So these high volume points, is what price is going to be attracted into and be willing to trade within, right? Hence, when we drag it across, you can see we've got consolidation at this point, right? Because price is willing to trade within it. Even when we drag it past that after it's been broken, and you look at this, same level, you can see even this, price didn't move through this slowly, right? This is the 4 hour, bear in mind. It chopped up and down. It wasn't like this where we moved quick. It chops up and down, right? That's because institutions are willing and comfortable to do business there. Right, so we can see that for a start. And then we can see this other area here, right, which has high volume. So therefore we want price to trade into this essentially, or we know price is willing to trade into this and willing to do business. It's like a comfort zone because they know business is able to be done there. All right, that's the first thing. Okay, EU's running nice right now, chat. But cool, so moving on a little bit to the low volume areas. What happens at the low volume areas? Because high volume areas we know consolidate, price is willing. Low volume areas, what happens? Low volume areas, there's no willingness to do business. So what we see during this, for example here, this is a clear low volume point, right? Make it in blue, or so actually we'll mark it in purple. You can see there's no volume in this area, which tells us that the market makers or the institutions are unwilling. All right, all you man that are commenting 50, let me drop you a follow back. Just DM me signals or mentorship, bro. Just structure and supply and demand then. Kind of supply and demand, but a little different, bro. A little different. Supply and demand, yeah, it'll probably make sense how it's a bit different and how this is a bit more in depth than supply and demand. The low volume point is a reason, yeah. EU finally moving. Let me quickly go back to that real quick. Lovely chat. EU finally making its move. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Dubs in the chat, man. It was a long time coming, but let's go. I know I've got a lot of comments on my YouTube and on my TikTok, but let me quickly just explain this for matey. So, as we said, this is a low volume point. So you see how it acted at the high volume points, right? We want to stay in there and trade. We want to stay in there and trade. Look how we act at these low volume points if I drag it across, right? So if we drag it across, we can see price moves through it quickly. We don't want to remain in there. Look how we went straight through that area because there's low volume. People do not want to get involved. It's not a valid point to be getting involved. So we move through it with a fair value gap just like that. Look when we retest it, right? Price comes into it and instant rejection. You can see there's unwillingness to do business at this point. Unwillingness to transact at this point. Then look again, when we return back to it, what do we see? Fair value gaps appearing in that area. Price moves through it quickly, right? So if we get rid of this so you can see it a bit clearer. You can see price moves through it quickly. Right, we get fair value gaps through it. Fair value gap there as we move through it quickly. And as we go back up, fair value gap back up. Compare this price action, these fair value gaps, to this here. So this is a point of high volume, right? Which is where we're chopping up and down, up and down. This is low volume, so we know we're going to move through it quickly. And think about how much that could help you with your trading in terms of when to look for reversals, when to look for continuations, right? So that's basically how we trade volume with our technical analysis. But yeah, I mean, this is not even really technical analysis, but fair enough, mate, if that's what you think, bro. So we've seen that, right? So hopefully you lot know now what happens at high volume, what happens at low volume. And when we're at low volume and we leave these high volume points, so we leave these high volume points, right? Let's make them in pink, the high volume points. When we leave these high volume points, price is instantly going to be seeking to trade back in, right? So you can see here, as soon as we left this previous area, look what price, this is actually a trade we caught on Monday as well. That's how we caught that sell. Price is seeking fair value again. So we're in no man's land where there's no volume. So price is trading down, seeking out this high volume area here, right? Seeking out this high volume area here. So you can see price is not going to want to remain in these low volume areas. It's going to want to trade into the high volume areas, which is why, obviously, as we said, if you play it out, again, where we're at right now, we're not in any sort of decent area. We're at a low volume point. So we're thinking, right, price has got to either trade down into this high volume area again, because we know price is attracted to this area because it sees it as a comfort zone, as fair balance and fair value, sorry. Or it's going to trade up into this value area here. So which one is it going to be? We're more likely to trade up or trade back down. Now, the reason I would say down is for a start, we've already moved down from this area 53 pips. And you can see most recently, we retested this area. and then we move down. Someone said low liquidity style. Low liquidity and low volume essentially, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing, really. But it's just a different way of looking at it, because a lot of people just look at the candles, right? They just look at the chart to see where the liquidity is. But when you draw on the volume profile, you can see a lot more accurately what price is going to seek out, and then you can trade it like that. So again, that was a big reason for this trade here. As we said, is that we know price is either going to seek out this or this. It's not going to want to remain here. So we rejected from this old value area, so we think we're going to trade down into this value area here, hence why that's where our TP is. And then it's just a matter of the London session, and this is what we also teach in our mentorship, boys, is exactly how to trade the London session, how to know whether it's going to be, how to know whether we're going to be bearish or whether we're going to be bullish, right? Are we going to continue or reverse? Right, so if I get rid of this, if we're going to continue or reverse. And again, the reason why, when we printed like this, the reason why I wanted us to reverse is because, as I said, I believe we're seeking out this value area. And we're also at a point of low volume right now. As we said, this area that we're trading in, there's fuck all volume, you can't really see. But there's no volume there, as we said, right? So we want to trade into an area of high volume. So therefore, at low volume, what do? We tend to not be chopping around. We don't chop around, we trend, okay? So I'm not really expecting us to sweep the low and then trade up to the Asia high. And then so this is my reversal strategy, would be take the Asia low, trade up to the Asia high. I'm not looking at that because we're not in fair value, so I think we're going to be seeking out fair value rather than finding comfort within trading in this area. So therefore, I'm looking for re-entries as we make a retracement and then catch a trade down. So was initially looking at this 30-minute fair value gap here, which did end up getting bodied. So we then drew our attention to the 15-minute order block, which was here, which was there. And you can see price traded up into it. Price traded up into it, and then we had a 1-minute inversion fair value gap. So I'll show you, we traded back into it, and then we had this fair value gap here, like that, like that, like that, like that. And we also had another 1-minute fair value gap, just if you wanted extra confirmation, down here. Alright, and then you can see after we close below this fair value gap, you enter once price retaps onto it, and then you get in the sells. Same one with this fair value gap here. We wait for price to move through it, and then we enter, as we said, on the retap of it. And then, as I said, you know where we're aiming for already. You already know where we're aiming for. We're aiming for that next value area. And as you can see, it took a while. It did consolidate for ages, but then, yeah, you see eventually it did end up going in our favour. And currently we're looking really nice for that trade to win. Doha smuggling, that's mad. Bro, it's insane. I actually couldn't believe how dumb people were when I saw that. I mean, hopefully he's alright, but yeah, that's insane, bro. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. As I said, if you want to get in the mentorship where I teach all of this stuff, and also go live every single day at 6 AM to 8 AM, breaking down exactly what we're looking at, comment 50, and I'm going to drop you a follow, so you can DM me, and I'll give you a 50% off code for the mentorship. Also have signals, where last month we was up over 10R. I think it was about 11R, 11 or 12R in December. And as I said, we're the most active signal group in the game, boys. The best signal group in the game. Is the full explanation video on my YouTube. Yeah, bro. So if you go to my YouTube, I've done a few videos on it. I did a video on this trade here. So this trade that I caught yesterday, literally yesterday. This sell here and this sell here. I've done a case study on them. So you lot can go over to my YouTube. And it's this video right here, boys. Oh, it's this video here. I caught 4RR using volume today. That video there. And then if you want to actually know about the volume profile, watch this one. Volume profile fully explained. And then, yeah, they're the two that I'd recommend you watching, boys. You can see this is running nicely now, man. We had to wait that out for a while. But DXY finally starting to move and gain control of that level, which is nice. So we should be pretty good right now. The only thing that might stop us is this order block here. Which, to be honest, shouldn't. But we're still going to take notice of it. Let's go, chat, man. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Gang, what's the volume profile thing? Do you need TraderView Premium? No, it's just a tool. So if you come over to here to where your buy and sell thing is, or your buy long and short position is, it's down here, fixed range volume profile. You just draw it on from the start to the bottom, for example, and it's going to tell you all the volume within that area. Oh. It's going to tell you the volume within that area that I just drew on. So it's going to draw that curve on there, as you can see. Right, but what I've got for on the lower time frames is the SVP, the session volume profile, and this just marks it out for every day. This just marks out your volume for every day. You can see the volume for the day, volume for the prior day, volume for the prior day, etc, etc. So that's just an indicator. It's called session volume profile. As I said, Jack, get in the Discord though, man. It's where we do majority of our shit. If the link doesn't work on my profile, boys, my Instagram's RichesseFX. You can get in the Discord that way, man. As I said, comment 50 though, so I can DM some of you, man, the discount. If I missed any comments as well, boys, just put them in again. Can you please tell me how to actually trade with lot sizes, stop loss, etc.? Yeah, I'll show you that in a sec. Let me quickly read my YouTube chat though, bro. Let me quickly read my YouTube chat. But yeah, nice that we're actually starting to finally move, boys. It's a dub. It's a dub. Cooking anything up today? Just these EU shorts, bro. Consolidation before a big move. Price chases the area where price made a massive reaction from, and then people are happy to buy it or sell again from these areas. Yeah, exactly that, bro. Exactly that. Yeah, my mentor taught me supply and demand. It's similar to your volume indicator, but it can definitely help. Definitely, bro. GOAT community. Appreciate that, bro. My boy, Jed. First TP into Asia Sweep, then pushing to 590. Yeah, 6663 would be my full TP. But yeah, this range low would be a good level to start chopping, start taking some profit. How many trades do you normally take a week? About 3, bro, personally. 2 or 3. What's your typical win rate? About 50%, bro. But if this one TPs, then it's been 100% this week. And we've had 4 trades. So, first week has been unbelievable, man. Even this one, I was sort of expecting to lose this trade at one point. And now, my boy Lou, what you saying? What you saying, bro? What you saying? What's your name? Jason? Not Jason, is it? I can't remember your name, bro. Can you show what, bro? Why's your TP there, bro? As I said, because this is our next volume area. This is our next area of high volume. We've got a high volume area there. So with that high volume point there and high volume point there, as I said, I've just drawn on its own volume profile for that area. So I can see the main point of control, as I said, value area high and value area low. So I'm looking for price to enter back into this high volume point because it's left this high volume point. How to place? Can you show now how to place a trade? Damn. I'm sure I've got a video somewhere on how to place a trade. Kevin, yeah, that's it. Sorry, bro. I've lost 3 trades in a row this week. Haven't revenge traded. Today on GU Sell, my last setup for the week. Fair play. Looks like that GU Sell's doing nice. I was looking for similar from that 30-minute, but I just thought EU was nice. So EU cooking now, bro. Been holding since 10. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. We never close early, boys. Never close early. Never close early, boys. How comes you took 3 losses, Kevin? But yeah, EU is cooking now, bro. EU is cooking. Do you ever move stops to break even? Nah, bro, I don't. Unless it's like an insanely risky trade with like really high RR. But on a standard trade like this, nah. You want to hold to your full TP or your full stop loss on GU. Fair play, yeah. GU's been really unaligned. GU's kind of had a mind of its own recently. EU's been moving a lot better. I lost $100 on my 5k challenge. How, bro? I've only taken EU ALG this week, to be honest. Waiting for next week. No ALG A plus since Tuesday. Yeah, that Tuesday was enough though, man. That Tuesday was literally enough to catch an absolute banger. Again, so that you see in our continuation strategy, so where we have the Asia session print, London opens, and we look for price to retrace and get in. So very similar to what we had today and yesterday. Yesterday, Asia session Prince bearish, get the re-entry and we trade like that. And then today, again as we said, Asia session bearish, we come back and we catch the continuations. But on Tuesday, we had nice reversal trades. So we had, you can see we had price rally up, then accumulate here. Then we had the Asia high was swept, which is a key point for us. We had our confirmation here with this inversion on the 5 minute. So we had our confirmation there. So we sell aiming for the Asia low, and that's the reversal strat. So that's what we mainly teach in the Discord, boys. The reversal strat and the continuation strat, and everything about how you can tell that that strat's coming up. Hey, Richesse, what you saying, Kelza? What you saying, bro? Overtrade and FOMO. Oh, fair play. Down 3.5 my FTMO on GU shorts ATM. Hopefully you can win that back, bro. Just try not to, like, chase it. Just remember, even if you, like, when I'm in drawdown, I'm typically like, oh, I need my trade to win so I can get back into profit. But it's not even like that. Even if you win and you're still in drawdown, you're still lowering that drawdown that you're in. You risk free, bro. Nah, bro, I don't go stop loss at break even, my bro. I'm good, gang. How are you? I'm all good, Kelza. All good. Just in these EU shorts at the moment. You in any trades? Short Euro, yeah. We're in EU shorts. You've been smashing the continuation trades this week. Well done, bro. Good analysis as always. Appreciate that, bro. Let me, by the way, chat. We're live on YouTube right now. Obviously, I can't show you, man, my P&L because I'm on, it's on my phone. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to bang you, man, on pause and show my YouTube the P&L on my trading view. I mean, on my MetaTrader. So, Richesse effects on YouTube if you want to go over and see that. But I'm quickly bang you on pause for 2 secs. I'll just screenshot that. Alright, that's what we're on right now. 1.2k profit. Account's already up 1.3%. I mean, sorry, 1.3k, which is just under 1%. So if this TP's, chat, this should be... basically another 4k we should get from this, so that'll be 5k in total. Do you trade funded or live? Funded, bro. Do you ever take partials or half? Nah, bro. I hold to my full TP or my full SL, one of the two. I'm in long, but good luck. Fair play, bro. Momentum's kind of heavy for longs right now, but I suppose sometimes you have got to take that risk. Let's go, chat. Close my GBP CAD trade fully by accident instead of taking partials. So long. Oh, that's peak, bro. That is so peak. Wasn't that the swing trade as well? And if we can have a nice, if we can have a nice next 15 minute close above this, that'll be banging. That'll be absolutely banging. Let's go, man. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Let's get some dubs in the chat. Let's get some dubs in the chat. To be fair, we can probably turn on some better music now. We're actually away and clear. Or you, man, rating this song. Yeah, any other pairs you man are looking at, let me know. Let me know, boys. So I'm live every single day trading the London session. I will stay on later if we're in a trade like this. And Mace will be live at 1 PM on my YouTube. So there's 2 of us, me and my best mate, both trade the exact same way. Both learnt trading together. Both trade full time. So he goes live for the New York session. I go live for London session. So 1:30, Mace will be live on our YouTube and on this TikTok as well. Just started trading. Any information you recommend looking into? Just watch my YouTube videos, bro. I'll be honest. The main bit of advice I can give you is time is just as important as price. So we can have one thing happen at 8 AM and it's a valid trade. And the exact same thing can happen at 1 PM and it's not valid. So just realise time is just as important as price. And yeah, I don't want to overcomplicate stuff. But yeah, GJ. Fair play, yeah. GJ's kind of reacting off the POC right now. I do think we are bullish on GJ. I do think we're bullish, bro. Do you ever take partials? Oh, no, I don't, bro. Is it DXY you check with EU? Yeah, bro. DXY just a dollar index. You think it's a good opportunity for longs on GU? Nah, man, I'll just wait for these shorts, bro. My bias has been short all morning, so I'm glad we're actually starting to get it now. Come on, let's break that low, man. Let's break that low. If we can start breaking and closing above candle highs within this order block, then that will be nice. It'll be ideal. As I said, boys, you want to get funded with a prop firm, use my code Richesse at Alpha Capital Group. You get 15% off. Send me proof that you've used that, and I'll give you a little, free mentorship access or free signal access just to get you off to the best possible start on there. Alpha Capital Group's the best prop firm in the UK, boys, by far. Most reliable payouts as well. You want a firm that you know is actually going to pay you out. On ACG, you get that, and they're just cheaper than FTMO by a significant amount. So. So in all 3 traders, how many trades a week would you say? So there's 5 traders, bro. I'd say about 7 trades a week. But me personally, I'll only have like 2. Just started trading. Any information? Check into. To be fair, I think this trade here. Hang on, let me see. Let me see something real quick. We actually got a better entry on the signals. We got a better entry. Let me show the entry we had on the signals. So it was at, when was it? 10:20 was the entry. 10:20 was the entry. Uh, 10:20. Yeah, so 10:20. Actually, no, you would have got in after. So 10:20. Let's say you got in like a minute after. So 10:21. Stop loss was 4.6 pips. Where was it? 827. Stop loss was there. So yeah, these guys did get a better entry, just about, in the signals. And TP is actually a lot lower as well on here as well. TP's at 6586. 586. So yeah, that was the entry in the signal group, boys. You can see. This is the trade there. And you can see we're running. Signal chat has got stop loss at break even. I personally haven't, but yeah. Kind of sliding down a little bit after that decent distribution leg. When did you start trading? About 5 years ago, bro. What pair is this? This is Euro USD, bro. Yeah, I learned support and resistance on multi-time frame and price action so far using 1 day, 2 hour, 1 hour, depending on chop, hour, 15 minutes to execute. Would you say? Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's a good start, bro. It's a good start. You just need to start learning the more in depth about it. I'd say just watch some of my videos, binary. Like, it's quite basic what you're learning. It's stuff you do need to learn. But yeah, man, don't expect to be profitable straight away after just learning that. Do any trades have 2 TPs or just 1? Mainly 1, bro. Sometimes we'll have partials, but 9 times out of 10 it will just be 1 TP. It's just how we trade mainly. Right, we are seeing a little bit of rejection now from that order block. Bit of rejection from that order block. It's sweet though. We've got a fair value gap here, so we may want to fill that. We have news at 8:30. Yeah, bro, we do have news at 1, so we're going to have to close this at like 1:15 anyway. But no problem, we'll do. No worries, bro. No worry, binary. GJ. Oh, yeah, we already looked at GJ, didn't we? As I said, everything we do is live, man. Everything we do is live, so you know the stuff we teach in the mentorship actually works. You know the signals we send to the signal actually works. Comment 50, boys, in the chat, and I'll send you a DM with a 50% off code for the mentorship or signals. So you can get in for the best price. Yeah, so we're going to have to close this one in about 45 minutes. Comment your, if you're on YouTube, boys, comment your Instagram, because I can't DM you on YouTube. I'll screenshot your usernames, but there's no way of me DMing you, so just comment your Instagram so I can screenshot that and send it to you, boys. What win percentage do the other traders have roughly? Some are around 50%, others are around 70%. You take a trade on EU, yeah, bro. What's the RR on all the trades? Minimum is 2 to 1, bro. So the average is like 3 to 1. Average is 3 to 1. For example, this EU that was sent in is 3.7 to 1. This gold that was sent in is a 9 to 1. Obviously, that 9 to 1's on the upper end, but yeah, normally minimum 2 to 1 at the bare minimum. It's never lower than that. Alright, let's wait for this candle to close. We've got 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes left to the close. We've got 4 minutes left. Yeah, Dinu and Team AI Son Plaza Home Design. Comment your Instagram, boys, so I can DM you the code, innit? I have a call in 50 minutes. Oh, fair play, bro. You keep doing these lives every day. You might as well change someone's life one day if they take this info seriously. Boys, I'll be real. We've already changed lives. Like, not to say like we're the bollocks or anything, but we have changed lives already, man. But yeah, that's facts. Think you can change your own lives, man. But I appreciate that, man, SDS. Appreciate you saying that, brother. I mean, even this week alone, we've had 2 people. One person pass ACG, one person passed FTMO, another person get a 5k payout. Like, we're really getting it done, boys. We're really getting it done. It's only 8 days into the year as well, boys. If you want to be on a team that is work rate is on go and we're actually cooking every single month, even 8 days into the new year, we're already cooking with full fucking gas. You know where to go. Yeah, I'm about to cop an alpha funded 10k. The code Richesse ain't working. Put Richesse in all capitals, bro. Richesse in all capitals. Let me try to do it here. Do Richesse in all capitals, boys. Yeah, you can see code Richesse in all capitals. That'll work, boys. Yeah, just send me a DM, bro, once you've used that. Oh, I shouldn't have actually closed that. Send me a DM once you've used that, boys. Which prop firms are you using and what would you recommend? I'll definitely recommend Alpha Capital Group, bro. Very reliable UK-based firm, so you know they're reliable. They're going to be valid on payouts because they're overseen in the UK, which is exactly what you want from a prop firm. Cheap as well. They're about 30 to 40% cheaper than FTMO, especially on the smaller accounts. They're actually about 50% cheaper than FTMO. And also, I do have a discount code with them, code Richesse, as I said, Richesse in all capitals, and you can get a further 15% off. So, honestly, boys, top quality payouts, very reliable and decently priced with an even bigger discount on top of that. It's no brainer, boys. Go with ACG. As I said, use my code Richesse in all capitals, and send me a screenshot of you using that code, and I'll get you in the mentorship or signals, boys. Okay, Azzy, I've just followed you, boys. Everyone who commented 50, send me a DM, bro, because I've already got you as I've already followed you in it. So everyone who commented 50, send me a DM saying mentorship or signals, so I know which 50% off code to give you. All right, so I know which code to give you. Good to see you staying consistent, by the way, bro. Smashing the YouTube live game. See you in there every single day since last year, even though I haven't always been there. Yeah, bro. The work rate's on top, boys. What I'm saying, this work rate continues. Like, we're just going to be on top. Now, YouTube's cooking as well. I've gained like 10k subs in the last month. So, like, people are starting to hear about us. It's because it's the realness, boys. It's because what we do live. And people rate the fact that you do shit live, so you can't fake this. Like, you man will see, when we were sitting in drawdown for, like, the whole time, I didn't say, I didn't jump off or, like, act like it never happened. You know what I mean? We'll firm it. Win or loss, we firm it. We're live at the end of the day. Which is what people are starting to rate. But yeah, 10k subs in the last 30 days on YouTube's cold. As I said, chat, use that code Richesse on Alpha Capital. I can get you in the signals and the mentorship for free for a little period of time. If you've commented 50 on TikTok, I've followed you. So just DM me now, signals or mentorship. What percent's my phone on? 6%. Yes, Fizzy, what you saying, bro? What you saying, brother? What pair is this? This is Euro USD, bro. EU. It's a DXY saying. Alright, that candle's closed now. We've had that candle close. It was another bullish close for the DXY. It was kind of an indecision candle, though. You can see in the last 1 minute, we haven't really moved. As I said, Macy's going to be live at 1 p.m. or 1:30 anyway, so about 45 minutes. We do have news that is going to come through in 45 minutes as well, so make sure you do close your trades before. I'm jumping off now because we have been on live for about 3.5 hours. That's pretty much the whole London session done. Managed to catch a decent trade. This one's running like a 1 hour up right now, which is decent. Obviously, full TP is at 2.14 RR. So yeah, good, again, another good London session, boys. Another good best in the game. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, Kevin. But yeah, another dub London session, mate. That is 100% win. Well, not yet, but should be 100% win rate in the London session this week. You had 2 yesterday, which dubbed out. One on Tuesday, which dubbed. One on Monday, which dubbed. All shorts as well, so you can see we're really sticking to our bias of this value area being traded into. But yeah, if you haven't already, boys, make sure you follow me and you subscribe. Make sure you get into the Discord as well, chat. As I said, you man, screenshot this because sometimes the link in my bio don't work. So just screenshot this and type it in your browser. It's not that long at all. Just screenshot that and put it in your browser, innit? Everyone screenshot that now. And as I said, code Richesse in all caps Alpha Capital Group. Use that code and then send me a message about it so I can get you in the mentorship or signals for free. I'll be live tomorrow at 8 AM, same time. If you're in the mentorship, I'll be live at 6 AM in that pre-London stream. Changing my life low-key. I'm taking losses so much better now. Before I was revenge trading. Glad to hear that, Kevin. It takes your own mind. You got to want to change. As much as I can tell you, you got to want to change yourself. So, you got to give yourself a pat on the back for that as well, bro. Appreciate all the dubs in the chat. W Trap, W Sadiq, W Daniel. Appreciate that, boys. Are you break even? I don't go break even. I'll hold it out. We got news at 1:30 anyway, so I'll close before then if we're still in. Stay blessed, bro. Appreciate that, Azzy. Yeah. If you've commented 50, I've followed you, so just send me a DM, either mentorship or signal, so I can bust you a nice little code and get the year off to a fucking great start. If you've used my code at Alpha Capital Group, if you use my code Richesse at Alpha Capital, send me a DM, boys, so I can give you a free trial of the mentorship or signals. As I said, when you join the Discord, be careful because you're going to get a lot of fake accounts DMing you, pretending to be me. I'll never DM you first, boys. I'll never DM you first. The only way to find me is you'll see me in the chat here. My name's in gold. Either message me or Mace. Our names are in gold. Or Stu, whose name's in white. Everyone else, it will be a fake account of me. Right, I'm just going to drop in the free chat now and saying, yo, when you're in the verify page, you see my real account. So when you're in verify, just send me a message. Just send me yo, just so you know it's me. But yeah, when you get in there, free chat, you'll see me there. Just click on my name, send me a message. But yeah, boys, I appreciate you, man, tuning in. And I'll catch you tomorrow, boys. As I said, Macy's going to be live in about an hour anyway. So we're going to be straight running it back with the same type of trading. But yeah, appreciate you tuning in, boys. And yeah, Discord's free, bro. And I'll catch you in the next one, people. Sweet. That was a good... That was a good TikTok live, to be fair. Yeah, I appreciate all you man watching on YouTube as well, boys. Big up for the support. Best YouTube community in the game, man. Best com in the game. So I appreciate all you man watching, boys. You man know the love already. If you're on YouTube, you're really part of the team. As I said, man, Alpha Capital Group. Use that code. Use that code on Alpha Capital, boys. That TikTok live's going decently. Yeah, use that code on Alpha Capital Group, boys, so you can get that discount in. You can also get in the mentorship or signals for free for 1 week, or no, 2 weeks to a month, depending on what account size. 2 weeks to a month, you get free access there. So just send me a screenshot of that, boys. Other than that, as I said, if you want to get in, you want to get the discount. I'm feeling nice today with this 100% win rate, so. If you're looking to get in the mentorship or signals, send me a DM saying 50 signals or 50 mentorship, and I'll get you in there, boys. So just DM me on Discord that. Make sure it's the right person, boys. Make sure it's the right account. It's me there in the free chat. But anyway, people, big up to all you, man. Appreciate you, man, tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next live, people. Sweet. Anyway, people, big up to all you, man. Appreciate you, man.